92.7 WOBM FM, Toms River.
A Town Square media station.
James Plummer.
Welcome to Jersey Mike's Ocean County Football on 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Tonight's game is presented by Jersey Mike's, a sub above, perfect for game day catering. And powered by Toyota World of Lakewood, your Jersey Shore dealer on the border of Brick and Lakewood.
Participating sponsors include Seaview Orthopedic and Medical Associates, your #1 choice for sports injuries and concussion management.
Bum Rogers Crab House in South Seaside Park, serving the shore's best seafood for over 40 years.
And Moe's Southwest Grill in the Kohl's Shopping Center, Toms River.
Now here's Matt Harmon, Kevin Williams, and Ed Sarluca with Jersey Mike's Ocean County Football.
On Ocean County's hometown station, 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
It is a Friday night that finally feels a little bit like fall. No, for those of you watching, we did not call each other and have the black sweatshirts up and ready. Ed Sarluke is down on the field, up here in the box at Central Regional High School. Kevin Williams, Matt Harmon, good to be back with you here. Week number 4, though, Kevin, this is the 5th game of the year for both of these teams, each playing in week 0. Teams that have had very different results so far. Middletown South coming in 3-1. Central still looking for their first win.
Clearly teams heading in opposite directions, Matt. They both did play in week 0. Both got handled pretty well in that opener, but for Middletown South, they've come back 1-3 straight. Central has really had trouble, especially on offense, but they get a boost tonight. 2 players, transfers, were just ruled eligible yesterday. We'll see their first action. They believe that'll be a big help. Isaiah Johnston and Brandon Montgomery.
Yeah, and they're hoping for some help on the offensive side of the ball, where they've really had problems moving the football, scoring points.
No question. They got shut out in week 1. They got a late touchdown last week. Otherwise, they would have been shut out twice. They just have not been able to get anything going. Struggled really with the running game. They think Johnston will help. They put him in the backfield with Landon Richardson. They hope those 2 guys can click a little bit.
Seems like every year we say this, a quiet 3-1 for Middletown South. They played a good team in Pennsylvania. Week 0, Coatesville got blown out there, but you know the quality that Steve Antonucci has year in and year out. They've reeled off 3 straight.
And I had spent some time with him before the game. He really likes this team. Very coachable. He's got a lot of young players mixed in, but he's getting outstanding performances. He said we went back to basics a little bit with, quarterbacks going under center. We're doing a little bit of old school football. It's working for us pretty well right now.
Yeah, old school football, something Middletown South knows very well. Guy who knows old school football was the 3rd member of our crew. It's Ed Sarluca down on the field. Coach, it is finally a little bit like fall here tonight. Great temperatures, great weather after another week of rain. We finally have a perfect night for football.
Yeah, the weather cleared maybe about 6 o'clock, Matt. The sun actually did come out. Blue skies right now. An absolutely perfect night to play a high school football game here. One of the nicer facilities in the shore here at Joseph Boyd Memorial Field. We'll play it on turf. It's 3 years old. It's in outstanding shape. We've got our first of probably 4 or 5 homecoming games. It seems like we always do those homecoming games. Looking forward to seeing Isaiah Johnston, the transfer kid from Monroe, in the backfield for Central, and Trevor Bray, the quarterback for Middletown South. They run the veer. He runs it great, and that's why they're clicking. And probably, as long as North takes care of business tonight against Freehold Township, next week they will play Toms River North for the championship in their division.
And Kevin, this is a Central team that we saw in week 0. They were handled pretty well by Brick Memorial on that night. Again, we already talked about the addition of a couple of guys into their lineup tonight, but it's got to be more than that, you would think, to kind of turn things around for Justin Famundo, who's in his 3rd year, and he's had good success so far with his Central team. I would imagine there's got to be just a little level of disappointment with where they're at right now.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt about it. Back-to-back 7-win seasons in his first 2 years, and clearly hit hard by graduation, but I think they believe this team would be a lot better than they are. They've had a close game or 2, but as you said, manhandled in week 1, manhandled last week against Toms River North. It was 35-0 at halftime. Final was 42-6. They have struggled, and they're really hoping that these transfer kids. They've had some injuries. They've still got a couple of kids out tonight, but one of their offensive linemen, Derek Esperin, who had meniscus surgery in the summer. Last week was the first time he played. He's the left tackle. So tonight's his second game. They kind of feel like getting him moving will really help things out, and hopefully they can, get a little stronger in the second half of the season.
Here's the problem. Look at their schedule, and it's brutal. It's been hard so far. You've got Middletown South tonight. You still have to play Manalapan. You've got to play Southern. You got to finish your regular season with St. John Vianney.
Yeah, that is not easy. I mean, finding a W on that schedule is not easy. And while obviously if Central were to win tonight, it would be a stunning upset, I think they're just looking to play better. Coach Fomando told me they had a great week of practice. When they found out that the two kids would be eligible, it lifted everyone's spirits yesterday and the last couple of days, so hopefully it carries over to tonight.
And Ed, obviously with your coaching career, you look at it, and I'm sure you've been on both sides, really good teams and teams that struggle through the first half of the season. Getting a couple of guys back, as Kevin just said, physical, yes, but maybe psychological, just important for them as well.
Exactly. You were looking forward to using those kids from day one. They weren't able to use them for the first 4 games. Now they get them back, and you're correct. Mentally, you're just a lot tougher on the field, and sometimes that lifts you up physically. As Central just about now comes on the field, Middletown South has been here for about 10 minutes. But, the key for me is that they came into this year, Central, with a 2-year starter at quarterback, Joe Fowler. I mean, he started as a sophomore and a junior, and this year they moved him out of that spot and using him a little bit in the backfield and a little bit at tight end. So, on paper over the winter, you figured Fowler at the quarterback spot, you're in good shape.
Jersey Mike's Game of the Week on 92.7 WOBM on the Shore Sports Network is powered by Jersey Mike's. Order Jersey Mike's for your game day party. Even if your team doesn't win, your mouth will. Jersey Mike's, be a sub above. Toyota World of Lakewood, your Jersey Shore dealer, is the exclusive auto sponsor of our Game of the Week. They are Toyota World of Lakewood, on the border of Brick and Lakewood. Shop them 24/7 at lakewoodtoyota.com.
Central Regional has made their way onto the field. Middletown South has been out for the last couple of minutes. Golden Eagles tonight in the home maroon uniforms, maroon jersey, maroon pants, the gold helmet, the gold numerals on either side. Central across the chest, Middletown South in their familiar white and blue, the classic uniforms of the Eagles. White jerseys, blue numerals on either side, white pants, the blue helmets with the S on either side of the helmet. Looks like we're going to have the coin toss before we get to the national anthem. We'll carry that for you. This is our continuing coverage of Jersey Mike's football here in Ocean County. Week number 4 of the high school football season. But as we said, it's the 5th game because both of these teams among those that played week 0.
Next voice you hear will be Bill Frake, the referee for tonight's game.
All right, men. We're going to have a good, solid, competitive game of football out here tonight, but there's 2 points of emphasis for every game, safety and sportsmanship. I want everybody going home in one piece tonight. No hits out of bounds, nothing after the whistle, nothing behind long plays. Everybody understand that? Sportsmanship. Middletown South talks to Middletown South. Central talks to Central. You got a problem with somebody on the other team, you talk to one of us. That's our job to handle it. Everyone understand that? Middletown South, you are the visiting team. You will call the toss. The head of the zebra is heads. The tail of the zebra is tails, tails, and heads. What's the call?
Tails.
Tails is the call. Central Regional, you won the toss.
Defer.
You'd like to defer. Middletown South, I'm assuming you want to.
Yes.
Okay, Central won it, deferred their choice to the second half. Middletown South elected to receive to the right of your dial.
Eagles coming into this one 3-1. This is a divisional game, both in the American division this year. It's also the same state group for both teams, each residing this year in South Jersey Group 4, which seems crazy to say. Middletown South, part of South Jersey. They've been in North Jersey. They've been a Central Jersey team. I'd have to think this is the rare occasion that they are in the South Jersey part of the brackets. A Central team that is looking for their first win. They come in tonight at 0-4. As the honor guard makes its way to midfield, we are up now for the national anthem. We will take a timeout. When we come back, we will have the opening kickoff of tonight's game. It is Middletown South. It is Central Regional. It is Ocean County football, presented by Jersey Mike's on 92.7 WOBM, shoresportsnetwork.com. We're back in 2 minutes for the opening kickoff.
If you're looking for the best happy hour and seafood at the shore, then head to Bum Rogers Crab House in South Seaside Park. Try their nightly dinner specials. Monday, enjoy prime rib night for $16.99. Tuesday is BOGO. Buy one dinner, get one half price. Wednesday, it's dinner for two. Enjoy one appetizer, 2 entrees, and dessert for just $29.99. And add a bottle of house wine for just $10. And every Thursday, it's steak and rib night. Plus, every day there's live entertainment and happy hour till 5:30. For more, go to bumrogerstavern.com.
Jeep Adventure Days means great deals at the Jeep store in Ocean Township. No money down leasing makes it easy to take on any adventure in an award-winning 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee, the all-new Wrangler Unlimited, or the versatile Jeep Compass. They have the model and color you're looking for, or choose from New Jersey's largest selection of pre-owned Jeeps. There's great deals at Jeep Adventure Days at the Jeep store, Route 35 in Ocean Township, or thejeepstore.com. Get ready for any adventure at the Jeep store, Route 35, Ocean Township. If you need orthopedic care, turn to Seaview Orthopedics. They have a specially trained staff of board-certified and fellowship-trained physicians who specialize in general orthopedics, as well as joint replacement, sports medicine, arthritis care, physiatry, pain management, and pediatric orthopedics. They believe in earning the trust of their patients and their families, not only by providing the highest quality and leading-edge medical care, but also with sincere compassion. To find a location near you, visit SeaviewOrtho.com.
The sub above difference is daily, not shredded last night or baked yesterday afternoon. Good ingredients, prepped fresh every day. Because that's what daily means. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above. The sub above difference is the silver lining. Order Jersey Mike's for your game day party and rest assured that even if your team doesn't win, your mouth does. Victory is all yours. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Jersey Mike's Ocean County Football on the Shore Sports Network.
92.7 WOBM FM, Tom's River.
A Town Square media station.
For complete high school football coverage, including scores, highlights, features, and more, visit shoresportsnetwork.com.
Jersey Mike's Ocean County Football, 92.7 WOBM.
And the opening kickoff brought to you by Moe's Southwest Grill. Hey, football fans, did you know that Moe's caters? They deliver the ultimate Southwest experience right to your tailgate. Plus, every order comes with free chips and salsa. Order today at Moe's.com/catering or visit the Moe's of Tom's River in the Kohl's Shopping Center.
Central Regional set to kick off. Ed, real quick, how important for Central to maybe try and force something quick in terms of a 3 and out?
Well, I was kind of surprised that they chose to defer rather than take the ball. You know, I probably would have rather take the ball and see how my offense operates here. You know, you may not get it back for 4 or 5 minutes the way they run this Veer Middletown South.
Central Regional set to kick this one off. They put the ball at the 40-yard line. It is number 15, Cody Blocker, who will handle those chores. Right in the X in the middle of the field. High end-over-end kick. It goes to Jamie Petrillo inside his own 15-yard line. Gets to the 20, 25. Breaks a tackle, 30. Keeps moving forward, 35. Stays on his feet, 40. Out to the 45-yard line. Good starting field position here for Middletown South. Cody Anderson made the tackle. The tight end is Matt Tardy. The rest of the backfield, Gavin Goldbaum and Jamie Petrillo. Connor Ard and Dennis Brown. The 2 wide receivers, Trevor Bray. The junior quarterback, Thomas Milakevich, is at 1 tackle. Nick Bonfiglio, the other. Brady Smith and Joseph DeVal, the 2 guards. TJ Latour is the junior center. First down and 10 from Middletown South. First play from scrimmage for the Eagles. Wings either direction. Bray is under center. We've got movement up front. This will cost, I think, Middletown South 5 yards. While we've got a second, here's the 3-4 alignment of Central Regional. Troy Warren and Saquon Mosley, the 2 ends. Kaizon Collins-Andrews is the nose man. Gunnar Nemeth and Cody Anderson, the outside linebackers. Jaden Harris and Anthony Rivera, the middle guys. Giovanni Labasi and Michael Prasad, the 2 corners. Isaiah Johnston starts tonight at safety, along with Nick Sura.
It was actually an offside, Matt, on Central, so they'll start at 1st and 5.
Eagles with a bonus 5 right at midfield. The ball sits. Here is that inside carry. It will be Goldbaum who will have it, and he will take it in Central Regional territory. Tripped up at the 44-yard line by Warren. first down carry, gain of 6.
Well, not exactly the start Central wanted. Good kickoff return by Middletown South, then the penalty, and now a first down run. They're already on the Golden Eagles' 44-yard line. Justin Famando, the head coach for Central, Jared Pidgeon, the defensive coordinator, Steve Antonucci, the head coach and the offensive coordinator for Middletown South.
Same set, single receiver left. Man in motion is Petrillo. He'll get the option pitch off to the right side, cuts back in between the hash mark and the numbers on the far side, gets down to about the 36-yard line. Mosley on the tackle. That's a gain of about 8. It will bring up a second down and long 2. We are a minute in to the opening quarter here. Middletown South coming in 3-1, Central at 0-4.
It's a true option attack for Middletown South. Bray will get the snap under center and read the defensive end for Central and either keep it in the belly of his A-back or pitch or keep it himself.
Tardy, the tight end, again wings either direction. One man of the three-point stance, that's Goldbaum. Here's the pitch coming in the near side. Lit up quickly. Troy Burbank got the carry, and he was tackled immediately by Isaiah Johnston, who pays immediate dividends. Loss there of 4. It will bring up a third down and 6.
A little bit on Johnston. He was at Monroe last year, rushed for over 500 yards, transferred into Central Regional in the spring. They were positive he would be eligible for the start of the season, was not, lost his appeal hearing, and tonight his first time finally putting on the uniform. He's a senior.
Maybe Middletown South going to look to throw here. 2 receivers, 1 either direction. Ball in the middle of the field. 3-step job for Bray. Flares it to the outside. Incomplete. The intended target was Dennis Brown. And on 4th down and 6, it looks like the punt team will come on.
The other transfer, Matt, we mentioned Brandon Montgomery, different story. He was at Donovan Catholic last year, transferred in, so he had to sit the 30 days or 4 games. But again, tonight is his first time in the lineup. We'll see him at wide receiver for sure.
Chris Kaldrovics on to punt. Johnston and Darius Martirano are both back deep. Flags out.
By the way, Kaldrovics is not the regular punter for the Eagles. It's normally Mike O'Connor. He is out, so Kaldrovics, who's the place kicker and has been the kicker since his sophomore year, takes over the punting chores. Central's also had punting issues all season long, punting and snapping. They'll try and get that rectified tonight.
5-yard penalty on Middletown South procedure makes it 4th and 11. And it will be Kaldrovics who will get the snap and step into it around his own 45-yard line. Same 2 guys back deep, Martirano and Johnson, both dangerous. Wobbly kick off the left of his foot, angles it to his right, takes a pretty good roll and will go down inside the 15-yard line. That far side referee marching it out, and it looks like it'll be the 16 is where Central will have it. They're under the direction of junior quarterback Gavin Whalen, wears number 10. Brandon Montgomery and Darius Martirano will both start in the wide receiver spots tonight. Troy Warren, the fullback. Landon Richardson expected to split time tonight with Isaiah Johnson. They might see time in the backfield together as well. It is Richardson who starts here. Joe Fowler is the tight end. Tight bunt package off to the right side. Single receiver to the left for Whalen, who starts under center. Here's the pitch. It comes to Richardson. Trying to get to the edge. Cannot. He is taken down by Petrillo coming up from his safety spot. Elijah Copes and Derek Esperin, the 2 tackles. Nick Provenzano and Hunter Dosti, the guards. Robert Murphy is the center.
Always one of the better defenses in the Shore. They've been that way forever under defensive coordinator Al Bigo. He's a good one.
2nd down and 12.
As we see Johnston in the backfield for the first time.
Bigo's been around running that defense for a long time for Middletown South. 3 receivers set. 2 off to the short side, offensive right. Whalen will go here from the shotgun. Johnston will motion. They will give it to him. Jet sweep. Trying to get to the edge. Cannot. He will lose 2 more. 2 plays, 2 losses. 3rd down and long. Vincent Condito on the tackle. Ian Rahill and Michael Dunn make up the rest of the defensive line.
What I remember from the opener we did here, Central and Brick Memorial, the Golden Eagles could never get a running back to turn the corner. It seems to me like those sweep plays develop slowly, and when you have good defensive players like this, instinctively, especially the safeties, they were able to make plays behind the line of scrimmage, and we'll have to see if Central can improve on that tonight. By the way, I was going to mention Bigos has now got a son here who's a very promising sophomore who we'll see a little bit tonight for sure.
Matt Krell and Troy Burbank, the outside linebackers. Matt Tardy, TJ Latour, the inside guys. Chris Latito, Matt Cruz, the corners. Dennis Brown and Jamie Petrillo. Good combination at the safety spot. Whale it here. We'll give it inside counterplay for Richardson. Good little burst of speed off the left side, but tripped up at the 20-yard line after those 2 losses on back-to-back plays. A gain of about 8 will still leave Central with a 4th down and punting situation. 7.5 to go in the opening quarter. We are scoreless.
And Joe Fowler, who's played just about every position, will also get his chance tonight to be the punter because of injury. And again, watch the snaps. They have had trouble all season long.
Tyler Cusia is back deep, lurking around midfield. Long cadence here for Central. That goes on the ground, gets past Fowler, and he falls down to pick it up inside the 5-yard line. And it will be Middletown South who will bring the offense back on. They were expecting to do that anyway, but now it's going to come inside the 5, and a flag came out as well.
It's got to be some kind of sportsmanlike against Central.
Yeah, good call, Kevin, about the snaps. They've been having trouble all year. That time it looked like Fowler, got a nice bounce, but it went right through the wickets.
Well, what I don't understand is he fell on the ball.
Yeah,
it looked to me like he had time to pick it up and get it away, and he fell.
I agree. In a situation like that, sometimes it's even better to kick it out of bounds.
Yeah, I agree.
And take the safety and kick it off from the 20. Now you're giving Middletown South a 1.5-yard field right here.
It was unsportsmanlike, I believe, on Fowler. Probably said something after the botched play. And it's now just outside the 1-yard line for Middletown South. Junior quarterback Trevor Bray under center. A straight I formation this time around. Petrillo is the deep man. They will give it to the fullback, first man through. That is Gavin Goldbaum, and it's a touchdown for Middletown South. Well, they take advantage of the miscue on the punt and punch it in 1 play, 1 yard on the scoring drive.
When you have struggled and you are a big underdog and you give the team the ball on the 1-yard line, you're setting yourself up for a long night.
Got our first update of the night at St. John Vianney. It is 7-7. That game is with Brick Memorial.
Here's the lefty kicker, Chris Kaldrovics. Good snap, good hold out of the hands of Trevor Bray. The kick is good. 7-0. Middletown South leads. We are 6:50 remaining in the opening quarter. We step out here for 30 seconds. Back with more Ocean County football. Brought to you by Jersey Mike's on 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Hey, Chrissy, where can I score my best deal on a new set of wheels?
Searching? Samsung Junior's 66 Auto Mall. During the fall sales blitz, they're hitting the competition hard, knocking down prices, payments, and financing rates on a huge lineup of new Nissans and Kias.
What if my credit's out of shape?
Don't sweat it. When the blitz is on, their only job is to say yes with credit approval in 15 minutes or less. Samsung Junior's 66 Auto Mall, where we work hard to make car buying easy.
Now back to Jersey Mike's Ocean County football
on 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
And our opening score of the night brought to you by Seaview Orthopedic and Medical Associates, your #1 choice for sports injuries and concussion management, with offices in Brick, Barnegat, Ocean Freehold, and Monroe. Visit SeaviewOrtho.com.
1 yard scoring drive for Middletown South. A touchdown for the senior fullback Gavin Goldbaum. Eagles now lead at 7-0.
Matt Kaldrovic has already won a football game for the Eagles. He kicked the winning field goal against Manalapan in overtime in game number 2.
Kaldrovic will kick off here, puts it left hash mark, 40-yard line. He is a lefty kicker. Just waiting for the whistle of the referee. And we are now set. Kaldrovic's low kick, squib kick, makes the second level, handled by one of the up men for Central, out over the 40 to around the 42-yard line, where the Eagles will get it for the second time tonight. Anthony Rivera grabbed that football.
Think he missed that one, Matt? What do you think?
I don't know. It's hard to tell these days with kickoffs, right?
I mean, he kicked it hard, but he just kicked a low, ground ball and easily to the second line, as you said. Great field position for Central. It's what they needed.
Like teams so scared to kick off anymore. 1st and 10 from the Central 42-yard line. Martirano in motion from left to right. I formation. They'll give it to the fullback, first man through. That is Troy Warren. Gets about 5 out to the 47. Make it 2nd down and 5. It's 7-0 Middletown South as we work down towards the midpoint of the opening quarter. Week 4 officially of the high school football season. So as we talked about in the open, both of these teams playing week 0, so this is their 5th game of the year. Montgomery to the right, Martirano up top to the left. I package for Whalen. Takes his time with her center. Will motion Martirano across the formation. Set up twins to the right. Inside carry going to Richardson. No gain on the play. Small gain, about a half yard. 2nd down and a long 4 coming up.
Playing 0 week, especially Middletown South, that means they will have 2 byes upcoming in the next few weeks because they are one of the few teams that does play on Thanksgiving against their crosstown rival, Middletown North.
Richardson and Warren again in the eye. Slot receiver combination, wide side of the field, Central's right. 3rd and 4. Need to get to the Middletown South 48, just past the 48-yard line. Ball on the ground. Middletown South had a chance to get it, but I think Central came in at the last second, got it back. They did. That will at least allow the punt team to come on. Hunter Dosty, the left guard, able to fall on it.
Actually, Ed, Middletown South will only have 1 bye. They'll have a bye on October 12th.
And where do they pick up the other game then?
Well,
they have only 8 scheduled.
Yeah, but you don't have a bye anymore unless you play week 0. You play 8 straight weeks.
Okay.
So in their case, they're playing.
That's right. They moved the playoffs up a week. You're correct.
That's
right. I'm sorry. I'm not so sure that Central wouldn't want to go for this, guys. The way their snaps have gone all year.
4th and 5. Fowler into punt formation. Low snap again. Fowler with issues again. Did get it off. It's going to be a low, wobbly kick and very short. It will go out at the Middletown South 45-yard line. It will go as about a 7-yard punt.
It is unbelievable to think we are almost halfway through the season and they can't get this worked out.
We got to correct this right now. I mean, what you got to do here, guys, is you got to move the punter up and make it a short punt formation. Move them up to like 8 yards.
And just take one step and kick.
Take one step and kick it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because every snap is on the ground.
Eagles' 2nd timeout fully. They were on for 1 play. So this is their 3rd possession on 1st and 10. Inside carry for Goldbaum, and he's wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. Good interior pressure. Warren getting off the bottom of the pile. Mosley off the bottom of the pile. It'll bring up a 2nd and 10. We're inside of 4 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. Middletown South 7, Central Regional nothing.
I think Central's been pretty good at controlling the inside running game, where they've had troubles defending the edge.
Bray under center. 3-step drop. Wants to throw. Flares to the outside. He's got a man. Connor Ard will make the catch, and he will come forward for a gain of about 8. Ard, a 6'2", 170-pound junior, Kevin, with pretty good genes as well. He is
the nephew of Billy Ard, the guard who played on the Giants, one of the Giants Super Bowl teams. That's his uncle.
Watching Austin McClemmy, who is the long snapper for Central. He's been practicing ever since he came off, and he is on the money with every single practice attempt.
Yeah.
3rd down and 2. Bray under center now, pulls himself back out, talks to both sides of his offense, trips off to the right side. Goldbaum in the 3-point stand. Petrillo in motion. The give is to Goldbaum, and he is stopped before he can make the first down marker. Fell forward for a yard. It'll bring up a 4th and 1. Warren closed down the edge.
Yeah, Warren's been very active early in this game. And I think on 4th down, Middletown South's going to go for it.
Yeah, they're going to go heavy here. They're going to bring in some big guys up front.
It's 4th down and a full yard at the Central 46-yard line. 2:16 left in the opening quarter. Middletown South with the early 7-0 lead.
Eagles going to go for it, at least line up to go for it here.
Unbalanced line to the right.
4th and 1. I formation. 6 up on the line for Central. The give is inside to Vince Condito, and he will just lower his shoulder, get forward over the 40, get down to about the 37-yard line for an easy first down.
Yeah, Warren made the tackle again, but that time it was 7 yards downfield. So good job by the Mid-South Eagles offensive line, and they convert the 4th down, and the drive will continue.
Yeah, as I said, they went unbalanced to the right. They brought in an extra lineman and an extra tight end, and they are unbalanced again to the right.
Condito staying in as that fullback. Petrillo, the deep man, in the I formation. Strength off to the right side. Same play. Condito again running through tackles, and he will get 10, 11 yards. That's going to be a first down. Nick Sura on the tackle.
Thought the right guard might have beaten the snap by a hair, but I guess he just got off quick.
Referee is going to look at it. I don't think he got a very good mark. They'll give him the first down.
Yeah, Candido is lined up. He's not really lined up in front or behind the quarterback or in front of the A-back. He's lined up right over. Is he in front of that ace-back? Because he's tight to that guard in front of him.
Deep man is Petrillo in the I formation. 1st and 10. Condito doubles as the nose man. Bray wants to throw down the seam. He's got a target open. Catch is made by Matt Tardy. If he let him a little bit more, that's a touchdown, but instead it'll be 1st and goal to go from the 2-yard line.
And Tardy did a great job of adjusting. He was wide open as that running game set up the play action, and wide open, but he did a nice job adjusting and getting his arms up to make the catch. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1, and Mid-South knocking on the door once again here as we hit the final minute of the opening quarter.
7-0 they lead right now. Unbalanced line to the right. Condito and Petrillo in the backfield. Bray on the quarterback sneak, easy in for the touchdown. 6 more on the board for Middletown South, who leads 13-0 with the extra point coming up.
The difference between the veer, like this veer that Middletown South runs, and let's say the veer that Brick Memorial runs, is that Bray can throw the football. And when you have that option in your veer attack, that makes you so dangerous.
Here's Cal Drovics on for his 2nd extra point of the evening. Hold is Bray. Kick is up, and it is good. 14-0. Middletown South leads. We've got 45 seconds remaining in the quarter. We duck out for 30 seconds right now. This is Ocean County football, brought to you by Jersey Mike's on 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Ready to take the next step in your career? Trying to figure out what's next after high school or community college? Georgian Court University is ready to help. Sign up now for a campus visit or info session at georgian.edu/visit. Learn about the college experience. Discover what a degree from GCU can do for you. Whether you're just out of high school or if you're an adult learner looking to transfer, GCU is the place to expand possibility. Take that first step. Make GCU your place. Register now for a campus visit or info session at georgian.edu/visit.
For complete high school football coverage, including scores, highlights, features, and more, visit shoresportsnetwork.com.
Jersey Mike's Ocean County Football, 92.7 WOBM.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Bum Rogers Crab House in South Seaside Park, serving the shore's best seafood for over 40 years. Open daily for lunch and dinner. Visit bumrogerstavern.com.
Cal Drobic set to kick off for Middletown South. He's been busy already as the Eagles punching a couple in this first quarter. They lead 14-0. Went with a squib kick last time. Ball on the left hash mark, 40-yard line. 3 back deep for Central. This one high, end over end. Fielded by Martirano around the 5-yard line. Goes across the field, 15. Runs through a tackle at the 20. And then gets wrapped up and dropped at the 22-yard line. Middletown South defensively covering Matt Cruz, who's the starting corner. They'll mark it at the 21.
First quarter score, Matt. Long Branch leading Toms River South 14-0. Green Wave undefeated, ranked towards the top of the Shore Sports Network top 10 for sure. Jackson Liberty leads Shore Regional 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. Keensburg over Point Beach 6-0. That's a first quarter score.
Out of the eye, Johnston will get it. Falling forward back to the line of scrimmage, nothing doing. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Could be the final play of the quarter. Central does not have to snap it again if they choose not to.
Raritan leads Colts Neck 17-0. That one's still in the opening quarter.
Whalen, who goes over to the sideline. I think that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. They are in no particular rush at all, so we will step out for our quarter break as well. Middletown South off to a quick start on the road down here in Southern Ocean County. They lead the Eagles of Central Regional 14-0. We will step out for 60 seconds. We're back with more Ocean County football brought to you by Jersey Mike's 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
36-month lease with approved credit through TFS. Corolla 5189 and RAV4 4988 due at signing. $0 security.
It's tailgate time right now at Gateway Toyota. Drive new 2019 Corolla LE CVT or 2018 RAV4 LE all-wheel drive. Your choice. Only $139 a month. $139 a month.
Get it all at Gateway Toyota.
Tom'sRiverGatewayToyota.com.
If you're looking for the best happy hour and seafood at the shore, then head to Bum Rogers Crab House in South Seaside Park. Try their nightly dinner specials. Monday, enjoy prime rib night for $16.99. Tuesday is BOGO. Buy one dinner, get one half price. Wednesday, it's dinner for 2. Enjoy 1 appetizer, 2 entrees, and dessert for just $29.99. And add a bottle of house wine for just $10. And every Thursday, it's steak and rib night. Plus, every day there's live entertainment and happy hour till 5:30. For more, go to bumrogerstavern.com.
Now back to Jersey Mike's Ocean County football
on 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Back here, start of the second quarter. It's been all Middletown South so far. They lead 14-0 over Central, who's got a 2nd down and 10 to start the quarter inside their own 20. They flare it to the outside. Catch is made by Landon Richardson at the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 4, almost 5 yards. Coverage and tackle made by Matt Cruz. Bring up 3rd down and 6. Ed, if you're Central right now, you got to figure out a way to get a 1st down, right? And the last thing you want to do is punt.
Exactly. You don't want to turn it over again, or you're going to find yourself in a 3-touchdown hole. Yeah, that was a nice play there that time by Whalen on the out. Picks up 4. If you could get 4 or 5 on 1st down, although that was 2nd down, right? Yeah. So, Yeah, they got to try to pick up this first down right here.
3rd down and 6. 45 seconds and rolling into the second quarter. Whalen from the shotgun. He's going to roll left, wants to throw, lets it go. He's got a man. Catch made by Darius Martirano. Best play of the night for Central and their first down.
Very, very important right there.
You know, Martirano's an outstanding athlete, maybe the best athlete on the team. They've just had trouble getting him the ball in position where he can make plays. But if they do, watch out.
Yeah, I would agree to that. You got to try to get him, 15 touches a game if you can.
This time Isaiah Johnston will line up as a slot receiver to the right. Goes over and talks with Brandon Montgomery. Change of the play, perhaps. Whalen, shotgun look. Left hash. Wants to throw quick. Has Martirano again. The catch is made. Slips a tackle or two. Keeps his feet. Comes forward. Gets close to the Central 45-yard line. 8-yard pickup.
You know, even last week, and I went to the first half of the Central Toms River North game, Whalen has got a nice arm. I think the timing was off a little bit, but you can see that he and Martirano seem to be on the same page. And, you run those 5, 6, 7-yard patterns, boy, I tell you, it opens up things for the running game as well.
Same set. Wing left is McClemmy. Martirano, the receiver. Johnston and Montgomery up top to the right. Richardson, the single back. McClemmy will motion across the formation. Whalen, quick give to Richardson. Has the first down, out to midfield and into Middletown South territory. Knocked down at the South 49-yard line. Matt Tardy, the inside linebacker, on the stop.
Well, this their third possession, and by far the best they've had tonight. The Golden Eagles moving the ball downfield inside Mid-South territory.
They're going to use a timeout here, Matt.
Central will talk about it a little bit. We'll keep it here. We've got 10:03 remaining in this opening half. Middletown South 14, Central Regional nothing.
Go ahead, Ken.
And I was going to say, what I like is they're throwing the ball on first down instead of being predictable, doing a couple of different things. And, you get 5 or 6 yards on first down, it changes the whole series.
Yeah, the only thing I'm going to say about that, I was going to mention the same thing about throwing on first down. Matt Cruz, that corner, number 17 for Middletown South, he's been pretty tight on him, and watch him stepping in front of one of those outs. Might be a good time to go out and up if he has some time to throw the football, but Cruz has been all over that out.
Middletown South defense coming back on. See if they make an adjustment or two on the passing game, which has started to click a little bit for Central. Montgomery and Martirano, tops out of the formation, Eagles right. Golden Eagles right, I should say. Wing receiver back to the left. Martirano in motion. All kinds of movement up front on both sides. I think this is going to cost Central 5 yards.
Sure is.
Yeah, the center. Lost count of the snap count.
When 3 offensive linemen pull and you haven't snapped the ball, you're in trouble.
Yeah. 1st and 15 now.
Changes things.
Especially when you finally figured out some ways to move the ball.
Yeah.
1st down and 15. Whalen comes back from the sideline. Gets the play call. Same formation. Warren comes back in. He's a wing back off to the left. Martirano and Montgomery to the right side of the formation. Warren motioning. Richardson the single back. Whalen wants to throw. Looking for Fowler, who lined up that time as a wide receiver. Miss connection on that one. Incomplete. Bring up 2nd and 15.
Quick post. It looks like he was open, but Brick out on top of Middletown North, 14-0. Barnegat 7, Mattawan 3. That one early in the second quarter. St. John Vianney is now on top of Brick Memorial 14-6.
4-receiver set again. McClemming and Fowler to the left. Montgomery and Martirano to the right. McClemming motioning. Trips now off to the right side. Richardson on the ground on 2nd and 15. Hit at the line of scrimmage. Dropped for a half-yard loss. Lot of white shirts in on that play. Tardy was there. Condito from his nose tackle spot as well.
Mentioned St. John Vianney. That interpretation, that change of the interpretation of the transfer rule means C.J. Dool, the highly regarded junior quarterback who lives in Toms River, is eligible to play tonight as well.
Yeah, he has not played yet, by the way, in that game, Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, that game is one of the few that is in the replay this year. Remember, they instituted that in high school. If both teams agreed, that game is a replay game up there.
3rd down, let's call it 16. 8:40 and rolling. Whalen, play action, under pressure, steps up, flag out. He'll get sacked back around the 41-yard line. Matt Crellin, the first man on the scene. This should be holding on Central, which Middletown South would likely decline.
By the way, when Ed says replay, it's a probationary experimental thing this year that schools that a lot of them have the proper equipment, the huddle equipment. They've picked a number of games this year that there are certain plays in which they can use a replay, a scoring play, certain things, limited bases. There's only been a couple of them, and that's one of them where they'll use that tonight if needed.
Here comes a punt here for Central Regional. McClemming and Fowler have misconnected a couple of times. Good snap this time. Fowler steps into it. Wobbly kick. Cusia back deep. Gets to the 34-yard line. Go ahead, Ed.
What I was going to say, Kevin, the reason why I brought that up is because Brick Memorial actually scored a touchdown. They were in the end zone. Then all of a sudden, St. John Vianney grabbed the football and went 100 yards on the TD return. They went to the replay, and they said that it was inconclusive because they had originally called it a touchdown. So St. John Vianney took the 14-6 lead.
Right. They have to be able to clearly
controversy already with that rule, with that replay.
Well, I guess you could say if you didn't have the replay, they wouldn't even looked at it.
1st down and 10 for Middletown South. They've punched a couple in already. 8:17 remaining in this first half. 5-man front for Central. Here's Bray running the option. Late pitch goes to Petrillo. Open. Now cuts back near side number. Runs into his own offensive lineman. Slips a couple of more tackles. Goes across the field. 35-yard line to the 30, 25, 20. Runs through a tackle. 15. Stays on his feet. Gets down close to the 10. Flag was thrown at the Central 35-yard line. It's going to be a personal foul against Middletown South.
I don't know what that signal is.
Ed, I didn't get that either. That's a new one for me.
I'm assuming it's a clip from behind. Whenever you make that many
No, hey, watch his signal. No, it's the referee's signal.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
That was a terrific run and also some dreadful tackling by Central in the open field.
Again, thrown at the Central 35, so a 15-yard penalty from there would bring it back to midfield.
Let's see what he signals the official. Yeah, what is that? Personal foul, and then he sort of put his hands together and blindside block. We just got it up in the press box. Thank you.
So the ball back to midfield now for Middletown South. Seems like a strange way to call a blindside block. 3-step drop for Bray. Flares it to the outside. Catch is made by Luke Albrecht.
That was one of the points of emphasis with the rules committee in high school about those blind side. They want to eliminate them altogether. But you're right, Kevin. I had never seen that called. And I guess that's the signal, both hands to the chin.
I was here a couple weeks ago and Donovan Catholic played here because their field wasn't ready. And I mean, there was one of those peel backs where somebody got laid out. that was the call. I don't remember how they signaled it, but it was the same thing, the blindside block.
2nd down and 3, 7:15 remaining in this opening half. Middletown South up 14-0. Give is to Goldbaum. Hit as he got the football, but fell forward for almost 2 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and 1. Saquon Mosley on the stop.
As a matter of fact, when I was here a couple weeks ago, a couple of the coaches on the sideline were saying, heck, we used to get credit when we did that when we played.
Yeah, that used to be a good play.
Yeah.
That brought the roar during the film session on Monday.
Absolutely.
Chris Latito, Connor Ard, the receivers to the left side of the formation. Ball here on the right hash. Bray has been sharp so far offensively tonight. I formation for Middletown South. The give is to the big fullback Condito, and he will fall forward. They will rule him down, though the ball popped out. They're going to give him a 1st down on a gain of 2. Gunnar Nemeth with the stop.
Central's done a pretty nice job inside on that veer play. You know, I look for Middletown South to maybe make the adjustment. It may come at halftime, but to run that veer a little bit wider because those tackles are pinching down and shutting it off pretty good. They're only picking up 1-2 yards, but they haven't been able to get to the peripheral yet, Central.
I think that's the strength of the Central team, those 3 guys up front, Warren, Collins, Andrews, and Mosley, but they are susceptible to the outside run.
Yep.
Outside linebackers walk up as well. 5-man front. Here's the option. Goes to the far side. Petrillo at the 35-yard line. Takes a pop at the 30. See where they mark it, but it's going to be close to 1st down yardage. They'll put it at the 31. That's a gain of about 9.
Yeah, not often, but every once in a while I do know what I'm talking about.
Attack the edge.
I think that's what they'll have success all night. Central's really had trouble with that all season.
5:53 remaining first half. I formation again. They've given it to Condito a bunch of these times on 3rd and short. They'll give it to him again here. Didn't get a whole lot, but he's just a big, strong guy, about 230 pounds, and pushes his way to the 29-yard line, a gain of 2.
Yeah, when you only need 1 or 2 for the 1st down. Let's see if they give it to him. Yes, they do. Move the chains.
Jaden Harris on the stop. Pretty methodical drive from Middletown South here. Factor in that penalty on the long run by Petrillo, which negated a ball that would have been down close to the 10-yard line. But Middletown South still on the move here. Slot receiver combination right, single receiver left is Ard. 5-step drop. Pump action. They go to the near far sideline. That's caught by Ard and then dropped. They had it right in his hands. Martirano had the coverage. Ard will wish he had that one back.
Yeah, he ran a good route, and it was a perfectly thrown pass. Just could not hang on to it. Our Bob Batters is at Donovan Catholic tonight, where they christened the new turf field, and the Griffins are off to a 10-0 start. Late in the first half, Long Branch has scored again. They lead Toms River South 21-0.
Saw the Indians lose last week on their home field to the Raiders of Toms River East. 3 receiver set. Little rollout this time for Bray. He will find his target. That catch is made down the field. Hauled in by Chris Latito. Gets down inside the 20, wrapped up around the 17-yard line. That is going to be enough to move the change for Middletown South and give the Eagles a 1st down.
Boy, Brandon Montgomery frustrated. He had a chance to make a tackle in the open field for a relatively short gain, and he just missed. He whiffed.
Ball at the Central 18 at the 5-minute mark here in the second quarter. Ball on the right hash mark. Tight end left, 2 receivers that direction as well. Petrillo out of the eye. Will run the option with Bray. Bray makes one move inside the 10, keeps it himself, and dives forward, pushed out of bounds around the 7. That should be a 1st down for Middletown South.
Boy, Bray did a nice job, Matt. It looked like he was going to try and turn it up inside, but there was a defender right there, and he gave him a little bit of a move and was able to turn the corner, and 1st down and goal.
Albrecht bringing the play in from the Eagle sideline.
14-0 lead, and the Mid-South Eagles threatening to add on to it.
I formation is Condito and Petrillo. We have not seen a ton of Goldbaum. Not sure if he got nicked up along the way. Flags out. Referees confer. This is going to be procedure against Middletown South. Ed, I see you lurking over there on the Eagle sideline of Middletown South. See if anything going on with Gavin Goldbaum.
He's
coming back on right now.
He's okay. I just talked to the trainer. Of course, the infamous Kevin. Go ahead. Trainer, Middletown South.
Athletic trainer.
Athletic trainer. I'm sorry. And I've been good with that too, because they always rip me for saying they're
Stacy White.
Stacy White, yes.
Tight end right, split receiver set here for Middletown South. First and goal, but back at the 12-yard line. Screen set up. Bray is in trouble, running for his life, throws it to the end zone, and it's intercepted. Montgomery atones for the missed tackle, but then I think he dropped the football.
Yes, he did. He dropped it.
I mean, he had it right in his hands and simply could not hang on. Remember, this is his first game. But that's one he'd probably say I would catch that probably about 29 out of 30 times.
So Middletown South able to keep possession of the football. Second and goal from the Central 12.
When you get a gift like that, you got to take advantage of it.
Split receiver set. Bray back under center. I set Condito and Petrillo. Condito gets it. Flag thrown by the umpire. That's usually a hold.
Yeah, they're going to push him back 10. Thrown right over the center.
Nemeth coming in to make the tackle.
Yeah, it looked like Bray was in a run. He was running for his life, as you called. The screen was set up. I thought he was going to airmail it out of bounds, but instead he threw it up for grabs. That's not very smart of a senior quarterback.
Actually, I think he called the low block. Yep. Not a hold, so.
That's 15 then, right?
Yeah, should be 15, yep.
Boy, tough to call a low block in the, TNT tackle, nose tackle spot.
Came right off the snap, so you have to think like a cut block.
That's what you're exactly right, madam.
Which you could do, I thought. Tackle to tackle, you can cut. You always could, at least. I don't know. Sometimes.
Second and goal from the Central 27. Middletown South going the wrong way. Play action. Pressure coming, and Bray gets dropped. Nemeth again. Outside linebacker, but playing more like a defensive end. Immediate pressure. And now it's, how about this? Third and goal from the 37-yard line.
Boy, Nemeth's made quite a few tackles. 6'3", 195-pound junior. He's had a big contribution on this drive with a couple of tackles and then the big sack.
Third and goal. They started this, inside the 5. They could end up punting here.
True.
Ball back at the 37 of Central.
Defensively, you just can't let someone get by you here.
Steve Antonucci needed some talking points. He's picked them up on this drive. Timeout, Central Regional. 3:26 remaining in the first half. 14-0 Middletown South. We step out for 30 seconds. We're back with more Ocean County football. It's brought to you by Jersey Mike's on 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Ready to take the next step in your career? Trying to figure out what's next after high school or community college? Georgian Court University is ready to help. Sign up now for a campus visit or info session at georgian.edu/visit. Learn about the college experience. Discover what a degree from GCU can do for you. Whether you are just out of high school or if you're an adult learner looking to transfer, GCU is the place to expand possibility. Take that first step. Make GCU your place. Register now for a campus visit or info session at georgian.edu/visit.
for complete high school football coverage, including scores, highlights, features, and more. Visit shoresportsnetwork.com.
Jersey Mike's Ocean County Football, 92.7 WOBM.
Third down and goal from the Central 37. That's the situation for Middletown South. 3 receiver set. Albrecht in as the halfback. They'll fake the bubble screen, and then Bray is sacked. And it's Nemeth again off the edge. From first and goal from inside the 10 to fourth and goal from the 39-yard line. Central's going to use their last timeout. We will keep it here as the punt team comes on for Middletown South.
By the way, halftime score, Toms River North 7, Freehold Township 3. So the Mariners scored early and did nothing after that. Keensburg leads Point Beach 20-0.
Mariners looking ahead, perhaps, to this Middletown South Eagle team, who they play next week.
Well, we said if form holds up, that game would be for the American Division Championship. Correct. For all intents and purposes. And Mid-South, for the most part, doing their part, but the Mariners struggling after scoring 42 last week. Offense struggling a little bit tonight against Freehold Township. Cal Drovics will go back to punt on the 4th and goal. He'll be at his own 46-yard line when he gets this one away.
Johnston and Martirano both back deep around their 10. Low snap, handled off the bounce. Cal Drovics angles it to his left. Johnston coming up. He fumbles the football.
Yeah, he got it back, Matt.
As he went down to the turf, able to grab it around the 22-yard line.
Yeah, he tried to get that one on the run, and he did handle it, but popped out of his hands, and it fell right back into his lap. So Central, as you said, 22-yard line. By the way, up at St. John Vianney, Brick Memorial goes right down the field and scores. They go for 2 and miss it, so they trail 14-12 in what sounds like a pretty good football game up there.
3:01 remaining. It's 14-0 Middletown South here in our Week 4 game of the week on 92.7 WOBM. Player coming off for Central right now injured is Isaiah Johnston.
Yeah, boy, oh boy. What a blow that would be. Young man's waited all season to get to play.
He's in some pain.
Yeah, he needs some help off the field.
Slot receiver combination to the left. Ball on the right hash mark for Central. From the I, it is Richardson on the carry. Not much to work with as he stays between the guards. No gain. 2nd and 10 coming up. Ray Hill and Krellin on the stop. .235 and rolling. Middletown South has all of their timeouts. Whalen trying to get away. Ball popping out. Still is loose. Grabbed by Petrillo, who will run it down inside the 10-yard line.
Yep.
Whalen trying to fight to keep the play alive. Had it poked out. The ball kicked around a couple of times. Jamie Petrillo, Johnny on the spot. 1st and goal from the 9-yard line for Middletown South.
Well, Whalen tried to avoid the rush, and he did get through the first couple of guys. What he didn't realize was there were 3 behind him, and I mean they just walloped him from behind. Ball popped out. Petrillo jumps on it, and after surviving a 1st and goal, the Central defense is back on the field in the same spot again, this time from the 9-yard line. Good news for the Golden Eagles, though. Johnston is back in the game.
Yeah, seems like we've been here before, right?
Yeah.
1st and goal inside the 10.
Last time Middletown South had the punt it. They'll go I formation, Petrillo and Condito. Option. Bray wanted to pitch it. He gets grabbed by Warren at the line of scrimmage, no gain. 2nd and goal.
Well, how good has Troy Warren been tonight?
He's been good on one side. Nemeth has been good on the other.
Yep. No gain.
Yeah, it really hasn't been the Golden Eagle defense. It's been their offense that has struggled.
Ard to the left. Tight ends either direction here for Middletown South. trying to get one in before the end of the half. 1:45 remaining. Bray backs off, now comes back down under center. Ball right hash mark. Tight formation. Candido lowering the shoulder, just battering ram his way forward. Touchdown, Middletown South. They have not been able to stop Candido on 3rd and shorts or inside the red zone, and he rumbles his way forward for a 9-yard touchdown.
I'll give you the sound effects of that touchdown run. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, he just ran over people. He is a big guy and a tough guy to bring down, and that was great effort by him.
Kaldrovics to try and make it 3 for 3 on the extra points. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and that is good. 21-0 our score with 1:34 remaining in this half. No break this time, Scott.
Yeah. Kaldrovics a perfect 11 for 11 on extra points this year. So after fighting off the 1st and goal on the series before, the Central defense can't do it this time. And again, the offensive struggles just continue.
Well, Middletown went back to the bread and butter, Kevin.
Yeah.
Candido
can. Think about this. You know, Central got shut out in week 1, Matt, against Brick Memorial. Did score 12 points in a loss to Howell, then 13 against Freehold Township. 6 last week against Toms River North. That was after it was 42-0. So they would need a minor miracle to kind of get back in this one, just because they've had so little success moving the ball. Had one decent drive tonight, got into Middletown South territory. Kaldrovics will kick off again.
Left hash mark for Kaldrovics. High end over end kick. It's Martirano from inside his 15. 20 out to the 25. Flag thrown from the near side official, who was looking all the way across the field. With Tito on the stop.
Well, he got to the 24, but this is probably going to go back to the 12. You know, if you think about it, Matt, you know, in response to the Central defense, 2 of the touchdowns, one started on the 1-yard line and the other one started on the 8-9 line.
Yep.
So really, they've only, and the other one started, I believe, around midfield on their drive. So they really haven't been great moving the football.
By the way, that was a clip on that return.
Yeah, so we'll start this one from the 12.
I would say the one thing you don't want to do here is turn the ball over.
Keep in mind that Middletown South still has 3 timeouts remaining.
I would think they'd use them here.
1st and 10 for Central. Ball is at their 12-yard line.
Well, with Steve Antonucci and his staff, they will not miss a trick. You know, they've got him in their pocket. They're going to use him.
Warren and Richardson, the I formation. 2 receivers to the left for Whalen. Eagles crowding the box. They will give it to Warren as the first man through. There's timeout number 1 by Middletown South. Candido, who just scored, occupies the nose guard's position as well. He just made the tackle.
5'10", 230-pound junior. This is a pretty young defense for the Mid-South Eagles. Matt up front, sophomore, junior. Linebackers tonight, junior, senior, and the deep junior, senior. But a pretty young, certainly the front 7. Pretty good group of underclassmen, which does bode well for next year. But of course, Mid-South's not thinking about next year. They're thinking about tonight, and then they'll focus on next week when they head to Toms River North.
2nd down and 9 when we come back from this timeout.
Next week we'll be at Brick Township High School, the home of the Green Dragons, as they take on Rumson.
Colonial Championship on the line there.
Yeah, pretty much. You're right.
Warren and Richardson again in the eye. Tight ends either direction for Whalen. Under center, counterplay set up to the left side. Richardson slips the first set of tacklers behind the line of scrimmage, falls forward for a yard. 3rd and 8, second timeout taken by Middletown South.
Long Branch has scored again, by the way, late in the first half. They lead Toms River South 28-0.
They're one of the more interesting teams this year because I don't think anybody really came into the year thinking what Long Branch could be because they had graduated so many guys from during last season into this year. They're off to a really good run.
They really have not been tested yet. I believe they had a bye already this year, but they're rolling in our top 5 and look very, very good.
We say hello for those of you watching at SureSportsNetwork.com. He's Kevin Williams. I'm Matt Harmon. Ed Sarluca's down on the field. We've got the full crew here tonight as well. Greg Lerner, Brad Bioroscano, Vin Ebino upstairs. Middletown South here, Kevin, they're trying to, if one thing and only one thing, they'd love it back, but they just want to force Central to punt again because of the problems they've had.
Boy, why wouldn't you? I mean, although I'm going to give credit, I think Central was listening to Coach Sarluca because on that last punt play, Fowler was only 10 yards, 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and it worked, Ed.
Yeah, I would have done it probably 4 weeks ago, but that's okay.
75 seconds remaining. Eagles crowding the line. Whalen on the ground, gives to Richardson, who is dropped in the backfield. 3rd timeout used by Middletown South. That's how you draw it up defensively.
Yeah, there you go.
TJ Latour on the stop. So 3 plays, 1 yard. Didn't use up a whole lot of the clock.
I believe it was 124, Matt.
I mean, if you're a defensive staff, Ed, you can't
seconds.
Do much better than that.
No, you figured that, and 13 seconds, 3 downs, and now they're going to get it back inside the 50-yard line, I would think.
Well, Fowler's punt last time was a good one, by far his best punt, but he's going to be right around his goal line or a couple of yards in, and now the pressure goes to get a good snap back to him, at least let him get it away.
Austin McClemmy is the long snapper. Fowler having to take over the punting chores due to injury. Danny Taras is the normal punter for Central.
Tyler Cuccia standing at the Central 43-yard line.
Expecting good field position and still over a minute remaining. Good snap. Fowler steps into it. This one off the side of his foot, not as good. Takes a little bit of a Central roll, but Middletown South will have it 1st and 10 from the Central 41-yard line with 61 seconds remaining and already leading 21-0.
That was the best snap I've seen in any game we've done this year. Am I right or what?
It was
that
perfect.
Was a bullet back there. I mean, what happened all of a sudden?
Well, that's 2 good ones in a row.
Wow.
He's probably had enough of hearing about it.
Exactly.
Give him credit. He spent a lot of time in between punts on the sidelines.
Right, and give credit to the Central staff for staying with them.
Yeah. Well, you never know. Could have been something, in his mind.
Mechanical or
something.
Who knows?
Whatever. But here comes Middletown South with great field position.
Yeah, look for Bray to go to the air here.
5'10", 165-pound junior. He'll go 3 receiver set. Albrecht, Ard, and Brown spread across the field. Bray rolling left, wants to throw, stops. He's got Albrecht inside the 30. Makes a man miss. Ball popping out. Central has it back. There was no signal that he was down. And the Golden Eagles of Central, who looked like they might have been in trouble to give up 7 more, they will actually get the football back here. And I would think, Kevin, just want to run it out.
Do you smell something?
Yes. It's halftime. It's halftime. It's time for our halftime buffet.
Listen, the only superintendent in the shore who would do this, Tommy Parla-Benitez here at Central. Boy, does he take care of us.
Ed, good luck with halftime.
Yeah, I know. By the way, guys, Bray, as you mentioned, the junior, one of the third, the third brother who's played at Middletown South. All 3, Kyle, Howie, and now Trevor, have been quarterbacks for Middletown South.
Whalen with a shotgun formation. 49 seconds. He wants to throw the football. Setting up screen. In trouble. Running off to his right. That is almost intercepted. Thought I just said you'd be content just going to the locker room, right?
They're not listening to you, Matt.
That was a great try there. He had it in his hands a couple of times, and when he went to the ground, it just popped out.
If that doesn't convince Central that they should go to the locker room, I don't know what does.
I'm in victory formation
Yeah,
here.
Middletown South can't stop it, so that's the clock. So
Take a knee and get out. Special homecoming edition of halftime tonight. Ed, are you prepared?
yeah, we got about 10 carts ready to go in the end zone. However, the Queen will not be picked tonight. That'll be coming at the homecoming dance.
Ed will have a live report later on for you. A lot of movement for Central Regional. And the back judge threw the flag. This will be delay of game against the Golden Eagles.
I am going to talk to the athletic director here at Central at halftime, Matt. So,
John Scran.
John Scran, I know you have your union break, so get ready.
Former Toms River East Raider, John Scran.
Baseball.
Baseball guy, yep. Good one. Doing a great job here at my alma mater. Of course, he had to pass muster with me to be hired here, but I gave it the thumbs up.
Heavy alumni pressure, huh?
Oh, serious. Yeah.
The rumor going around here pregame was that he wanted to look into the Hall of Fame, inductions of past years.
Every week I come here, I'm expecting someone to tell me my picture's down.
Pick your plaque up next time you're here. Why don't you guys come back to one more game? We'll give you a present on the way out. Referees stopped it there for a second.
What is going on here?
Another penalty against Central Regional. It's another delay of game.
Can we just take a knee and get to the locker room, fellas?
41 seconds remaining, and that's all Central would need to do. Take one knee and not have to snap it again. Middletown South cannot stop it. They were on the verge of what could have been another scoring drive. And instead, a fumble gave it back to Central, but they're going the wrong direction on what's now 2nd and 20. Inside carry, ball popped out.
I believe Central got it back. Yes.
Brother.
Yeah, I don't get it, Matt. I just don't understand it. The big lineman, I believe, number 74, he got it back.
That's Elijah Copes.
That's Elijah Copes, yeah.
Oh, no. They're going to call, what are they? They're calling a timeout? No.
Why is the clock even stopped?
The referee stopped it.
Start it up, buddy. Doesn't he know we have food to get to?
They don't even know they don't even have to get out of the. Oh, because of the. Oh, there it goes. Clock started. They will not break the huddle.
No,
well, I hope not.
I'll get a word out of Steve Antonucci going up to the locker room real quick here. It's about a half a mile walk up to the locker room, as you guys know.
21-0 will be the halftime score as the teams will make their way for that long trek. Ed.
Coach, pretty efficient half, although I know there's some things you got to work on at halftime.
Yeah, we got to clean a few things up. We're a little sloppy right now. We're a little undermanned tonight, too. We're dinged up a little bit playing with some new guys, so we're just trying to get some things organized a little bit.
Okay, good luck in the second half.
Steve Antonucci, that sounded like some good old-fashioned coach speak right there. I like it.
That's exactly, he summed it up. They were sloppy in that half at times, good enough to win and take a 21-0 lead into the halftime.
And a timeout for us as well, as Central Regional will make their way back to the school as well. It is the Eagles of Middletown South 21, the Golden Eagles of Central Regional nothing. We step out here, take a 3-minute timeout. We come back, start halftime for you on the Jersey Mike's Game of the Week. It's Ocean County football here at 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
We are LakewoodToyota.com, your Jersey Shore dealer. We are LakewoodToyota.com, your destination for express maintenance with the right price, right quality, right now. We are LakewoodToyota.com, your #1 Tacoma dealer. With over 500 new, used, and certified vehicles and service specialists for all your oil and filter changes, brake inspections, tire rotations, and more. We are Toyota World of Lakewood on Route 88. We are LakewoodToyota.com.
The sub above difference is grilled. Because if you're making a cheesesteak and you're not using a hot grill to make it, well, you're not making a cheesesteak. Give our grill a go. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above. The sub above difference is daily, not shredded last night or baked yesterday afternoon. Good ingredients, prepped fresh every day. Because that's what daily means. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
If you need orthopedic care, turn to Seaview Orthopedics. They have a specially trained staff of board-certified and fellowship-trained physicians who specialize in general orthopedics, as well as joint replacement, sports medicine, arthritis care, physiatry, pain management, and pediatric orthopedics. They believe in earning the trust of their patients and their families, not only by providing the highest quality and leading-edge medical care, but also with sincere compassion. To find a location near you, visit SeaviewOrtho.com.
Hey, Chrissy, where can I score my best deal on a new set of wheels?
Searching? Samsung Junior's 66 Auto Mall. During the fall sales blitz, they're hitting the competition hard, knocking down prices, payments, and financing rates on a huge lineup of new Nissans and Kias.
What if my credit's out of shape?
Don't sweat it. When the blitz is on, their only job is to say yes with credit approval in 15 minutes or less. Samsung Junior's 66 Auto Mall, where we work hard to make car buying easy.
Welcome to Moe's! Order ahead through the Moe's app October 1st to the 21st and get yourself $3 off any order when you order ahead with promo code OCT3. That's OCT3. That's right, $3 off any Moe's app order. All you have to do is download the Moe's app to get the deal. And remember, all orders come with free chips and salsa. You must have the Moe's app to redeem the offer. So download today. Valid in New Jersey, Nanuet, Staten Island, and Bryant Park, New York City.
The word is out, and so is the awesome brunch spread at the Melting Pot every Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Melting Pot. It's not your ordinary brunch. Check this out. Delicious Alpine Benedict fondue, French toast fondue, buttermilk chicken and waffles, mouth-watering sandwiches, burrata melon salad, and if you're 21 or older, enjoy a complimentary mimosa. Yes, it's brunch and it's on. The Melting Pot, now open every Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Located in the Galleria, Two Bridge Avenue, Red Bank. Book your experience today.
Jersey Mike's Ocean County Football on the Shore Sports Network.
92.7 WOBM FM, Toms River.
A Town Square media station. Now back to Jersey Mike's Ocean County Football
On 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Halftime tonight is presented by the Jeep Store. There's great deals during Jeep Adventure Days at the Jeep Store, Route 35, Ocean Township, or thejeepstore.com. Get ready for any adventure at the Jeep Store in Ocean Township. It is halftime here from Central Regional. Homecoming festivities are en route. 21-0 Middletown South leads. It is time for everyone's favorite part of halftime. Down to the field we go to the coach at Sarluca.
Yes, I am with the athletic director here, John Scran. John, congratulations, first of all, on tremendous facility here at Central Regional. Just the field conditions, the lighting, everything top-notch.
Thank you very much. We pride ourselves here, the administrative team and the staff we have here, to provide the best, academically, athletically, program-wise to the student body at Central Regional.
Now, I know you took over, this is your third year, right? Fourth year, right. I think you took over at the same time my son took over at Brick Memorial, so you guys have gone through the growing pains and probably have talked to each other quite a bit. But I know he's never home. Are you ever home?
It's definitely a tough life, but you know what? I love what I do. I love, giving the opportunity to these student athletes and providing the best for them. It definitely might be a little more difficult coming up in the future because I'm expecting my first child January 1st, so we'll see.
Yeah, that'll change things a little bit. Of course, Ed has 4 of them, so he's trying to balance games and field hockey and flag football and everything else, but it always makes for interesting scheduling. Go back to your days at Toms River East. You're an ex-Raider. played baseball there under Billy, right?
Yeah, I was graduated in 1996. Was part of the 1995 Ocean County tournament team. Actually had the winning hit in that game against Pinelands, 1-0 battle. I had a pretty successful career there. I loved playing under the lights, and that's why, with these brand new lights we got here, it's a great atmosphere, and we get to play a lot of night games. The kids, I know I got pumped up when I was a kid, and I'm sure these kids get pumped up. We get to play boys soccer, field hockey, lacrosse, football, all under the lights here. It's a great atmosphere.
When you try to sell the turf field to the people and to the powers that be, that's one of the selling points, the total use of this field.
Yeah, it's great. Obviously it puts a couple more hours on, my athletic trainer, who is wonderful, Devin, but it's worth it because the kids are getting showcased, and that's what high school athletics is about, is, teach them the right things to do, teach them the right way, but also give them the opportunity to showcase their talents.
Tell us a little bit about these lights, brand new, right? And it seems like they're a little bit different. I remember I talked to you a little bit before the game, LED lights, right?
Yeah, they're LED lights. They were installed in August. Actually, the old light system was the original light system from 1988, and my superintendent, Tommy Parlopanides, wanted me to mention that, he played in that first game. It was a 10-10 tie against Southern Regional in 1988.
Wow, tremendous. By the way, the crew upstairs compliments you. You probably have something to do with it, but your superintendent, a big part of it, with the full buffet up there in the booth during halftime, of which we don't get any of.
We're down here. We're the fools down here, but Dr. P, he'll give his shirt off his back. He wants, whenever someone comes to Central Regional, he wants them to have the best experience they can get. And obviously, with Kevin Williams up there, a former alumni, we definitely take care of special treatment.
Now, is there any truth to the rumor that you are beginning to look into the Hall of Fame, the old Hall of Fame inductees, as far as Kevin is concerned? Because every time he comes here, as a Hall of Fame member of Central Regional, he expects somebody to come over to him and hand him his plaque and said, hey, we took it down.
No, there's no truth to that. Once you're in, you're in.
There you go, Kevin. You're safe for another year. Thanks a lot, John. John Scran, the athletic director here at Central Regional. Great guy.
It wasn't really a ringing endorsement, of me.
Yeah, he did.
It was kind of like getting on the Supreme Court. Once you're in, you're in.
Yeah, we've already put it up on the wall. We'd have a hole in the concrete if we took it down.
Exactly.
Good stuff, Ed. Good interview. Appreciate that.
The Central Regional band taking the field now. And by the way, guys, here's the good news. Homecoming is over.
Oh, yeah.
They paraded around 2 laps on the golf carts. Unbelievable.
I didn't know golf carts moved that fast.
Exactly.
It was great. And by the way, that Dr. P, he went to get you a hot dog, so you have a hot dog.
Oh, you mean he didn't bring hot dogs?
No,
they were eating.
They were actually already gone.
Okay.
But we lobbied for you, so.
That's funny.
All right, we'll take a timeout here. We'll come back. We'll look at scores from around the Shore Conference tonight. It is 21-0 Middletown South. We'll be back in 3 minutes with more of our Jersey Mike's Game of the Week. Ocean County football here, 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
36-month lease with approved credit through TFS. Corolla 5189 and RAV4 4988 due at signing. $0 security deposit. Excludes tax. Tag title 439 doc fee. 10K miles per year. Ends 9/30/2018.
Get it all at Gateway Toyota.
It's tailgate time right now at Gateway Toyota. Drive new 2019 Corolla LE CVT or 2018 RAV4 LE all-wheel drive. Your choice. Only $139 a month. $139 a month.
Get it all at Gateway Toyota.
Tom's River GatewayToyota.com.
The sub above difference is daily, not shredded last night or baked yesterday afternoon. Good ingredients, prepped fresh every day. Because that's what daily means. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above. The sub above difference is the silver lining. Order Jersey Mike's for your game day party and rest assured that even if your team doesn't win, your mouth does. Victory is all yours. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Welcome to Moe's!
Order ahead through the Moe's app October 1st to the 21st and get yourself $3 off any order when you order ahead with promo code OCT3. That's OCT3. That's right, $3 off any Moe's app order. All you have to do is download the Moe's app to get the deal. And remember, all orders come with free chips and salsa. You must have the Moe's app to redeem the offer. So download today. Valid in New Jersey, Nanuet, Staten Island, and Bryant Park, New York City.
Hey, Chrissy, where can I score my best deal on a new set of wheels?
Searching? Samsung Junior's 66 Auto Mall. During the fall sales blitz, they're hitting the competition hard, knocking down prices, payments, and financing rates on a huge lineup of new Nissans and Kias.
What if my credit's out of shape?
Don't sweat it. When the blitz is on, their only job is to say yes with credit approval in 15 minutes or less. Samsung Junior's 66 Auto Mall, where we work hard to make car buying easy.
The sub above difference is grilled. Because if you're making a cheesesteak and you're not using a hot grill to make it, well, you're not making a cheesesteak. Give our grill a go. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above. The sub above difference is daily, not shredded last night or baked yesterday afternoon. Good ingredients, prepped fresh every day. Because that's what daily means. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
It's the Jersey Shore's best time of the year at Seabreeze Ford's local summer sales event. The crowds are gone, but the no money down deals are still here on Ford's hottest models, like the stylish 2018 Ford Explorer, America's best full-size pickup, the Ford F-150, and the best-in-class Ford Escape SUV. Plus, Seabreeze Ford has over 100 certified pre-owned cars on hand for the Shore's best selection. Locals rule at Seabreeze Ford, Route 35 in Wall Township, or SeabreezeFord.com. Seabreeze Ford's local summer sales event is underway.
For complete high school football coverage, including scores, highlights, features, and more, visit ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Jersey Mike's Ocean County Football, 92.7 WOBM.
We are at halftime here at Joseph J. Boyd Memorial Field in Bayville, where Middletown South, the visitors, lead Central Regional 21-0. Kevin Williams, Ed Sarluk, and Matt Harmon, your broadcast crew tonight, and here with some halftime scores around the Shore Conference, or some of them actually in the third quarter. The surprise was Freehold Township has taken a 10-7 lead on Toms River North with about 4.5 minutes left in the third quarter. So that certainly would be an upset in the making. Brick Township, the Green Dragons leading Middletown North 21-0. Boy, what a tough season for Middletown North. Had high expectations for them, and they are still searching for their first win, and it's not looking good tonight. Homedale leading Keyport 28-0. That one was in the second quarter. Donovan Catholic was on top of Asbury Park 17-0. Now make that 24-0, and that is a fourth quarter score. That game kicked off at 6:30. So Nasir Calhoun, I think, has scored the last two touchdowns for the Griffins, who looks like they will remain undefeated. Red Bank Catholic leading Toms River East 21-0. That was in the second quarter. That game was probably at halftime by now. And I'm trying to see if I got anything else. No,
Shore Regional up 10-7.
On Jackson Liberty, correct?
On Jackson Liberty,
yep. And that's pretty much what we have right now. Of course, the one that really stands out there would be Freehold Township. If they beat Toms River North, that would be a shocker.
That would be a big shocker.
That really would be. Of course, we've said that if Toms River North were to win tonight and Middletown South hangs on here, then that would pretty much set up the stage for a championship game to decide the American Division title next week when those two teams meet at Toms River North.
Yeah, they would both be 4-0, and of course the winner of that one would be 5-0 and have the championship. You only play 5 games in those 6-team divisions.
That is correct. Meantime, the Central Regional Band is entertaining the fans here at halftime.
Kev, I don't know if you got the Rumson score over Freehold Borough, 27-0.
Yeah, Rumson's rolling. We'll see them next Friday.
That's still in the first half. Yeah, Rumson Had a little struggle last week, but seems to have straightened it out. Freehold on their way to losing their second straight after starting the year 3-0.
Yep. So, here we are. We're still in September, and we're talking about games to decide division titles, and that's basically the new schedule where the last week of the regular season, and I say regular season, I understand there's Thanksgiving Day games, but I guess you'd say the last week before the playoffs begin is October 26th and 27th, which is obviously earlier than usual, and that's all part of the new playoff structure. Ed, you got anything else? I mean, we're working on getting you a hot dog.
I wouldn't worry about that now. Got no time to eat it now.
You got plenty of time. Come on. You got plenty of time.
Now the Raritan up big, real big.
Who are they playing? Are they playing Red? Who do they have tonight? Raritan. You don't know.
Colts Neck, I
That's
believe.
it. You're right. Colts Neck.
30-0.
Yeah, 30-0. Correct.
And we're not at halftime yet.
Yeah.
So Raritan will be off to a 3-1 start. Pretty good team this year.
We, of course, every Wednesday night do the Gateway Toyota Coaches Corner. This week we'll be at the Office Restaurant and Lounge from 7 to 8 p.m. Of course, it's broadcast live on our sister station, 105.7 FM. But like we do with these games, we also stream it live on ShoreSportsNetwork.com. That is your one-stop resource for everything regarding Shore Conference High School football. And while it's been a disappointing night for Central Regional, there was some good news earlier today. We got here, and I was wondering why there were so many cars here so early, and it was actually a soccer game on the field here, and Central beat Manchester 2-0, and it's noteworthy because it was the Golden Eagles had been struggling this year, had not won a game, so they got their first win, which is the first head coaching victory for Troy Van Heis, the Central first-year head coach. Robbie Beckloff, who's been the head coach for as long as I can remember, is still part of the program, but he switched spots with Troy. He's now the assistant coach. So I was happy to see him get his first win. I know Troy from his days as a lifeguard in Seaside Heights.
Kev, off the football beat.
Yeah.
But a Shore story. Someone who we followed all through her career. Dara Mabry, her first official practice at Virginia Tech today.
Yep.
And I'm looking through my Twitter account, and they did
saw
a nice
it.
feature. Did you see it?
Yeah, I did.
Nice feature on her, walking to practice and putting the sneakers on. Pretty cool.
Yeah, arguably one of the best girls hoopsters at the Shore Conference over the last quarter century for sure. And as you said, starting her career at Virginia Tech.
It's in the books now. That was 2 o'clock this afternoon,
Yep.
So should be interesting to follow her career. Of course, the third of the Mabry sisters, the other two having played at Notre Dame.
Nobody.
Excuse me.
Notre Dame. Nobody followed Dara's career more closely than Greg Lerner, who, of course, is part of our broadcast crew, and I think he will attest that she's about as tough as they get.
Yeah.
Unlike her sisters who were in high school more forward and bigger type players, she was a guard, and boy, oh boy, was she tough. I enjoyed watching her career, following her career, and we'll continue to follow it on the collegiate level at Virginia Tech. Team should be coming out on the field anytime, any second. So what we'll do is we'll take one more big break. We'll take a 3-minute timeout, and when we come back, we will get you set for the second half. Central and Middletown South. It is right now 21-0 Middletown South. You're listening to the Jersey Mike's Game of the Week on 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
If you're looking for the best happy hour and seafood at the Shore, then head to Bum Rogers Crab House in South Seaside Park. Try their nightly dinner specials. Monday, enjoy prime rib night for $16.99. Tuesday is BOGO. Buy one dinner, get one half price. Wednesday, it's dinner for two. Enjoy one appetizer, 2 entrees, and dessert for just $29.99. And add a bottle of house wine for just $10. And every Thursday, it's steak and rib night. Plus, every day there's live entertainment and happy hour till 5:30. For more, go to BumRogersTavern.com.
We are LakewoodToyota.com, your Jersey Shore dealer. We are LakewoodToyota.com, your destination for express maintenance with the right price, right quality, right now. We are LakewoodToyota.com, your #1 Tacoma dealer. With over 500 new, used, and certified vehicles and service specialists for all your oil and filter changes, brake inspections, tire rotations, and more. We are Toyota World of Lakewood on Route 88. We are LakewoodToyota.com.
If you need orthopedic care, turn to Seaview Orthopedics. They have a specially trained staff of board-certified and fellowship-trained physicians who specialize in general orthopedics, as well as joint replacement, sports medicine, arthritis care, physiatry, pain management, and pediatric orthopedics. They believe in earning the trust of their patients and their families, not only by providing the highest quality and leading-edge medical care, but also with sincere compassion. To find a location near you, visit SeaviewOrtho.com.
36-month lease with approved credit through TFS. Corolla 5189 and RAV4 4988 due at signing. $0 security deposit. Excludes tax. Tag title 439 type fee. 10K miles per year. Ends 9/30/2018.
Get it all at Gateway Toyota.
It's tailgate time right now at Gateway Toyota. Drive new 2019 Corolla LE CVT or 2018 RAV4 LE all-wheel drive. Your choice. Only $139 a month. $139 a month.
Get it all at Gateway Toyota.
Tom's River GatewayToyota.com.
The sub above difference is daily, not shredded last night or baked yesterday afternoon. Good ingredients, prepped fresh every day. Because that's what daily means. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above. The sub above difference is the silver lining. Order Jersey Mike's for your game day party and rest assured that even if your team doesn't win, your mouth does. Victory is all yours. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Jeep Adventure Days means great deals at the Jeep store in Ocean Township. No money down leasing makes it easy to take on any adventure in an award-winning 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee, the all-new Wrangler Unlimited, or the versatile Jeep Compass. They have the model and color you're looking for, or choose from New Jersey's largest selection of pre-owned Jeeps. There's great deals at Jeep Adventure Days at the Jeep store, Route 35 in Ocean Township, or thejeepstore.com. Get ready for any adventure at the Jeep store, Route 35, Ocean Township. Are you looking for a great lunch experience? You know, something out of the ordinary? Of course you are. Get away from the ordinary and get into the Melting Pot for lunch. The Melting Pot is open for lunch every Monday through Friday from 11 to 4. In a hurry, order up fondue in a flash, a delicious cheese fondue, a farm fresh salad, and your choice of a tasty satay skewer for only $14.95. The Melting Pot, located in the Galleria, Two Bridge Avenue, Red Bank. Open every Monday through Friday from 11 to 4 for an out-of-the-ordinary lunch. Book your experience today.
We are LakewoodToyota.com, your Jersey Shore dealer. We are LakewoodToyota.com, your destination for express maintenance with the right price, right quality, right now. We are LakewoodToyota.com, your #1 Tacoma dealer. With over 500 new, used, and certified vehicles and service specialists for all your oil and filter changes, brake inspections, tire rotations, and more. We are Toyota World of Lakewood on Route 88. We are LakewoodToyota.com.
Now back to Jersey Mike's Ocean County football
on 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Game Central Regional in Middletown South, where the Eagles of Middletown South leading 21-0. Teams making their way back on within the last couple of seconds, so that 3-minute warm-up time is ticking down. Let's take a look at the schedule tomorrow of games. Manasquan and Monmouth, the regional playing. Lacey will be home for Jackson Memorial. Huge game there within the division. Jackson can wrap up at least a tie with a victory. Canada Prep coming down to take on Mater Dei. Howe will be at Marlboro. Lakewood home for Southern Regional. Point Pleasant Borough will be at Neptune. How about Canada Prep?
I was going to say, is
Mater
that
Dei Prep?
Listen, is that a bus trip? Or they coming down tomorrow morning?
I mean, how does that game even happen?
They played last year. That was the big controversial game. Remember?
Yes. Was it a game or a scrimmage?
Yeah, exactly. They said it was. They tried to make that a scrimmage.
Yeah.
And they beat them.
By the way, Barnegat leads Matawan 20-3. Just picked up that score. So the Bengals rolling there.
4-0 potentially for the Bengals.
Yep. 35-0 Long Branch over Toms River South. They're just starting the third quarter, so that one is in the mercy rule. Running clock.
By the way, guys, and I guess I could say this, but there's a little buzz going on here on the Middletown South coaching staff. Of course, not Steve Antonucci, not him. They'll keep it from him, but everybody's buzzing about Freehold Township, Toms River North. Of course, they've got 1 year open on that game.
Well, tell them to hold on because Toms River North just scored.
Yeah. Okay.
And they take
14-13.
14-13, 2:55 left in the game.
In the game?
I think so. Pretty sure that is
it's a 6:30 start, I believe.
No, not at North.
No, they're not at North, are they? I thought they were at Freehold.
Oh, you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there might have been.
And they do start early, I think.
Shore leading Jackson Liberty 17-7. Raritan 37, Colts Neck nothing.
Central Regional won the opening coin toss, deferred, so they will get the football to start. Chris Kaldrovics will come on, put the tee down, a step in, now move it back and forth a little bit. Half a step in from the left hash mark. He is a lefty kicker, and that's where he's kicked from during the course of the night. 3 back deep for Central. Montgomery and Martirano, along with Jake Brown, number 6. Second half, back up and going. Thanks as always for joining us here on our Game of the Week, 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com. Offside is the call on Middletown South, so a whistle to get up and going. I think the kickoff was headed out of bounds as well, so we would have had a flag one way or the other.
Keensburg leads Point Beach 32-0. Tough first season with the Garnet goals for Frank Papalia. They're still searching for a W.
Kaldrovics will back it up 5 and kick now from the 35-yard line. Has 6 players to his right, 4 players to his left. Awaiting the whistle of our referee. And the second attempt at getting this third quarter up and going. This is a squib kick. It is kicked around a couple of times. Finally grabbed by one of the up men. That is Rivera, who had one early in the first half as well. So here comes the Central Regional offense back on. Kevin, they did find a little success throwing the football in the middle part of that second quarter.
Yep, Whalen hit Martirano with a couple of passes.
Couple of quick outs.
Yep.
5, 6, 7 yard outs.
See what they do here on this first drive. I formation. Brandon Montgomery, the sophomore, and Darius Martirano, the senior, off to the right side of the formation. Tight end back to the left. Whalen under center. He will keep it on the ground. The give is to Isaiah Johnston. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, which was right around the 43-yard line. No gain on the play. Make it 2nd and 10. TJ Latour, who's in for the normal starter, Dylan Walling, tonight, making the tackle.
Walling, one of several Middletown South players who were banged up tonight and not seeing action. Greg Lerner told us that in that first half, Middletown South only ran for 83 yards. 84 total yards of offense. So it kind of shows you the Central defense has been okay.
Good field position all night has been the story for Middletown South. Whalen wants to throw. Looking for Montgomery, who will make the catch on the far side numbers. And he'll pick up about 6. Third down and a long 4 coming up. No disrespect, Kevin, obviously, to Central, but if you're Middletown South, you got some guys banged up. This is the week to do it because after tonight, Toms River North St. John Vianney, and Rumson.
That's the gauntlet right there. That makes or break your season those next 3 weeks.
Yeah, 2 of them non-conference games, of course.
Yeah, they'll wrap things up next week with Toms River North in the American Division.
All right.
Eagles showing blitz. Whalen wants to throw. Has Montgomery again. Spins off a tackle. Gets a first down. Into Middletown South territory. Down to about the Eagle 42-yard line. Nice job by Brandon Montgomery. Back-to-back catches to get Central a first down to start this third quarter.
Again, Whalen shows a pretty good arm on that kind of play. That's, throwing to the long, far sideline. That's a pretty good throw.
A shade over 10 minutes remaining, just 2 minutes in to the second half. Single back, Warren up as an H-back set. Counter play for Johnston. Hit and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Heavy pressure coming through from Matt Tardy, one of the inside linebackers in this 3-4 defense.
Unable to get any kind of ground game going, though.
Yeah.
Unable. That really hurts your passing game. Makes it twice as tough.
Middletown South's just winning that battle up front, standing up the offensive lineman. Johnston, who was injured earlier in the first half, a little slow coming off the field on that play.
That'll bring back in Landon Richardson, the junior tailback. 2nd and 11. Warren in motion. 3-step drop, Whalen. Again looks for Montgomery. This time batted right out of his hands. Good coverage by Chris Latito, the corner.
Yeah, Latito did a nice job. Pass was a little high, but he had it, but then the cornerback came up and broke it up.
I just think they are set up for the stop and go or out and up. Because Middletown closing fast as they did on that play right there.
Or the other thing is what you said, somebody's going to step in front of one of those and go the other way.
You got that right. They are coming up quick.
This would be the down edge
to do it
on 3rd and long.
I agree.
Martirano off to the left. Montgomery stays near sideline right. Tight end wing right. Pressure coming from Middletown South. Whalen holds in, looking. Has Martirano. Flag coming on Latito, who grabbed him. There was the play.
Yep.
It was a little stop and go, and Martirano had a half a step on Latito, who had to come back and grab him.
There was a lot of contact for about the last 10 yards of that play. Latito had his hands all over him.
Well, I think if he doesn't pass interfere him, I think it's a touchdown because I think he catches it. Because, as you said, Matt, he did have a half a step. But now it'll only cost him 15.
So pass interference, this is by far the deepest penetration for the Golden Eagles tonight. They'll set it on the 28-yard line of Middletown South.
An Eagle defense, which 2 of the last 3 weeks has pitched shutouts. 37-0 over Freehold Township, 45-0 last week over Howe. Central looking to tighten this one up and get themselves on the scoreboard, trailing 21-0. Whalen under center. He'll heave it to the far sideline again. This time look for Montgomery. A little too much on that. It falls incomplete and brings up a 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a timing pattern. He was throwing that to the spot where he expected Montgomery to be, but he kind of got tangled up. Never really got clear down the far sideline.
Yeah, now you come back with the 6-7 yard out now. Because now you got the corners thinking home run. Get on the board quick. Now you come and you stop and you throw it 6 or 7 yards.
2nd down and 10 from the Middletown South 28-yard line. Clearly 4-down territory for Central, trailing 21-0. Just over 9 minutes remaining in the third. McClemmy in motion from right to left. Give is to Richardson up the middle. He'll get only a yard to bring up now 3rd and long. Ian Rahill, the sophomore defensive end, on the stop.
Well, they are in 4-down territory for sure. 3rd down or 9.
Montgomery goes to the top of the formation. sideline left. Martirano near sideline right, matched up with Matt Cruz, the corner. On the ground, this is Richardson. Little stretch play to the right side into the central sideline. Tripped up around the 24-yard line. Third down and a full 6 to come. Fourth down and 6.
Well, they are in the final moments, and Freehold Township is driven down to the Toms River North 11-yard line.
Field goal wins it.
You are correct.
Big fourth down here for Central. Trying to keep the offense on, threaten for points. 7:45 and rolling here, third quarter.
Well, I'll give you an update right after this play.
They'll break from the huddle. Tight end left. Warren as the H-back. Receivers either direction. Whalen under center. Rolling to his right. Stopping under pressure. Too high for Martirano. Incomplete, and the Eagle defense able to hold.
Well, Freehold Township has kicked a 22-yard field goal with 3 seconds left to take a 16-14 lead over Toms River North. All they got to do is squib the kick. They're certainly not going to kick it to Wilder. Manalaban made that mistake in week 1.
It's the old cliche. That's why they play the game. Be a huge upset in the Shore Conference.
Another upset in the making. Tyler Sindel, a 60-yard touchdown run from his quarterback position, takes the lead at St. John Vianney, 18-14.
That's Brick Memorial, by the way.
Brick Memorial, yes.
Well, I mean, if you've been listening to us in the last 20 years, you know if a score is getting given by Ed, it's a Brick Memorial score.
Well, that's another nice upset in the making there.
Timeout has been taken down to the field by Middletown South, who came out a little disjointed offensively. They'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. If you're kicking around tomorrow looking for something to do, old-fashioned Northeast Conference rivalry that is not an NEC rivalry anymore. Monmouth will play host to Wagner. Kickoff at 1 o'clock. You can say hi to Kevin and myself. We'll both be there. Under center is Bray. He'll run the option to the right side. Declines the pitch, keeps it, and picks up a yard, maybe 2 to the 26-yard line.
It is a final score. Freehold Township has upset Toms River North 16-14. That's a shocker.
Helps this Middletown South team.
Absolutely. That's why you got to show up and play every week.
So now North wins next week. They tie for the championship. Middletown South wins. They win it outright.
Second down and a long 8. 4 receiver set. Bray. Quick pass to the outside. Caught by Ard. He will get himself a first down over the 35. Tripped up at the 38-yard line. Labasi on the coverage and the tackle.
Ard, a nice-sized player, 6'2", 170-pound junior. I mentioned defensive coordinator Al Bigos. His son Brendan is a very promising sophomore, 6'2", 6'3", 195 pounds. I saw him during the warm-ups. He's a pretty impressive-looking 15-year-old.
Bray under center, I formation. Flag out.
The left tackle jumped for Mid-South.
Well, that was some of the sloppiness that Steve Antonucci referenced going in to Ed in between the second and third quarter. I'm sure he's not, Kevin, overly pleased with the way his team has performed tonight.
No, especially offensively, Matt. Really, they have not done all that much. I think the Central defense has played really well. Just not getting a lot of help on the other side of the ball.
Nope.
Split receivers either direction. Split back set as well. Fake to Goldbaum. Bray keeps it. Gets back 3 of the penalty. Bring up now a 2nd and 12. We're past the midpoint of this third quarter, 5:40 and rolling.
The difference in the two games, the North Freehold Township and this one, is that Central looks like they're going to get by with a W. North couldn't do it. You know, kids are kids. They start thinking ahead. Hey, next week's a championship game, and it's tough to bring the kids down.
2nd down and a long 12 for Bray from the left hash mark. Runs the option this time left side. Flips it quickly to Albrecht, who will spin his way forward, run through a tackle, and have a first down into Central territory.
Boy, Bray timed that perfectly.
Yeah, it was almost forward.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
It was close.
Yeah, it was close, and he was over the line of scrimmage when he pitched that.
By the way, St. John Vianney has regained the lead against Brick Memorial. They just scored to go up 21-18.
Yeah,
so that one's back and forth.
In a battle of missed extra points for the Mustang.
1st down and 10. Ball sitting Central 43-yard line. Golden Eagles 5-man front. Option this time to the right side. Bray, late pitch going to Petrillo on the two-hopper. It goes out of bounds. Petrillo did secure it on his way out. With that little miscue, Bray would have had about 5. The ball went backwards and out about 2 yards. So a 3-yard pickup. Bring up a 2nd and 7 from the Central 40-yard line.
By the way, that St. John Vianney touchdown, guys, was a high shotgun snap over the quarterback's head. It was rolling around. He picked it up and went 70 yards for the touchdown. So some wild plays in that ballgame.
Slot receiver combination off to the left. Tight end right. Out of the eye. Bray keeping it again off the right side, fighting for extra yardage, and I think he's going to have a first down. Good second effort from the junior quarterback, Trevor Bray. Needed 7, got about 9.
Well, this is really the best drive Middletown South has put together tonight. Starting deep in their own territory and methodically moving it downfield. Holmdel with a 42-0 lead on Keyport at the end of the third quarter. Boy, the Hornets stinging the Titans tonight.
Yeah, that was a matchup of 2-1 teams.
1st and 10 from the Central 33. Bray under pressure, eludes the rush. Goes to his right, to the sideline, lets it go. Incomplete. Wisely gets rid of it. Pressure from 3 or 4 different maroon and gold players. Looked like a player pushed into the sideline.
I think Steve Antonucci got knocked down. It is the coach who got wiped out.
Yes.
He got up
and
slow.
He's limping.
He is.
One for cover.
Stacy White going to check him out. He just waved her off.
I would say that's not a pleasant conversation. 4:20 remaining.
Knocked his headset off and his phone.
2nd down now and 10. Ball sitting right hash mark. Option this time left. Bray, good little ball fake, cuts back against the grain, falls forward 25-yard line. Pyle moves his way forward close to the 23. About a 9.5-yard gain before the stop is made by Anthony Rivera.
Well, it was about a 6-yard gain, Matt, but his 2 linemen picked him up and put him down 3 yards to make it a 9-yard gain.
Ocean leading Red Bank 13-7.
That's an upset.
That would be an upset.
Ocean that came in 0-3.
By the way, no, they in week 2.
Excuse me? That's correct.
A little update on something after this play, Matt.
2 receivers set with Ard and Albrecht out to the wide side of the field. Tarney, the tight end, comes left. Ball just inside the left hash mark. Option pitch goes to Petrillo. Cuts at the 22-yard line, gets forward close to the 19, first down. Stop is made by Isaiah Johnston.
Steve Antonucci's going to get up real morning and head down to Washington, D.C. to watch his son Tommy, who's a freshman defensive back at Catholic University, who will make his first college start tomorrow. Said we're going to head on down, tailgate a little, so he can't get hurt tonight, Coach, right?
No. Someone will get him. Even if he is, someone will get him there. 3 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Eagles with a long drive here that they're hoping results in points. Bray, 5-step drop, throws down the seam. He's got a man in the end zone. Albrecht had a touchdown. Right at the last second, wasn't sure if he was going to get a foot in the back part of the end zone, able to secure it, and that's got to feel good for Luke Albrecht. It was him who fumbled earlier in the game when Middletown South looked like they might be going in from 20 yards out. It's 27-0.
Albrecht did a nice job.
And took a big hit, by the way.
Yes, he did. Martirano closed on it. Thought he might even knock it out of his hands, but
it did bobble just a little bit
Yep.
up in the air, but he held on. Nice catch.
Kaldrovic's on for the extra point. Good snap, good hold, good kick. Middletown South 28, Central nothing. 2:50 remaining in the third quarter. We're back in 30 seconds with more of our Ocean County football coverage presented by Jersey Mike's on 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
If you're looking for the best happy hour and seafood at the shore, then head to Bum Rogers Crab House in South Seaside Park. Try their nightly dinner specials. Monday, enjoy prime rib night for $16.99. Tuesday is BOGO. Buy one dinner, get one half price. Wednesday, it's dinner for two. Enjoy one appetizer, 2 entrees, and dessert for just $29.99. And add a bottle of house wine for just $10. And every Thursday, it's steak and rib night. Plus, every day there's live entertainment and happy hour till 5:30. For more, go to bumrogerstavern.com.
For complete high school football coverage, including scores, highlights, features, and more, visit ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Jersey Mike's Ocean County Football, 92.7 WOBM.
Toyota World of Lakewood, your Jersey Shore dealer, is the exclusive auto sponsor of our game of the week. They are Toyota World of Lakewood. On the border of Brick and Lakewood, shop them 24/7 at LakewoodToyota.com.
Hey, I mentioned the crew earlier in our broadcast of the Shore Sports Network. I neglected one important guy, and he's the guy who drives to every game and gets one of the best parking spots. Steve Meyer, who's got our Shore Sports Network SUV parked down past the end zone over by the food shack. Make sure you stop by. He'll let you honk the horn in the Kia.
Looks like the car's on blocks. I think
I was
all
gonna
4
say,
tires are gone.
Are you kidding me? He won't let you within 5 yards of that car. By the way, the touch football guys, behind the clock, very upset with where he parked. He's parked in the end zone.
We just had a flag thrown on the kickoff again for Middletown South.
Another offside.
So back to the 35-yard line. And for the first time tonight, Kaldrovic's will put this one on the right hash mark. Will move forward and approach as soon as he is given the whistle from the referee, who stands behind everyone on kickoffs. And we are set and ready to get this one back up and going. Wobbly kick, bouncing at the 15. Picked up at the 10. Coming across the field and then grabbed down.
It was Montgomery, right?
Jake Brown, I think, Kevin, who had been back there before.
Okay. Yeah, he didn't go anywhere.
18-yard line.
Okay.
Game story as it sits right now, 2:42 remaining in the third. Middletown South with the only points of this second half. They just got 6, now 7 more on the board as Trevor Bray finding Luke Albrecht from 20 yards out. It's 28-0 Eagles.
Kaldrovic's, I don't know if you remember him as a sophomore. He's been a kicker for 3 years. He might have been the smallest player I've ever seen on a football field his sophomore year. Now, he's listed at 5'7". I bet you when he was a sophomore, he wasn't more than 5'2".
Well, guess what? He hasn't gotten much bigger.
I just said he's 5'7". He's grown a lot.
I can't believe he's 5'7".
Whalen off the right side, running through a couple of tackles and running for his life. 2 flags coming out also. We all no. Whatever they put on the roster, it's always legit,
So
right?
it's always at least 2 inches. Or
No, he's not 5'5". Come on, give me a break. I think he's a legit 5'7". Listen, I remember 2 years ago.
I'm going to ask him right now.
When Toms River North and Middletown South played that big game up at Middletown, we broadcast that game. Remember that?
Yep.
He was the sophomore kicker. And when I saw him, I said to somebody who on the sideline, like, who is this kid? Is he like a Pop Warner kid? But left-footed kicker. I remember him. Tell you what, he's turned to be one of the better kickers of the shore.
Yeah.
The guy is good.
Very accurate.
Yes, he is. Left-footer. Has not missed an extra point. I think he's 2 for 2 on field goals this year.
Illegal block against Central.
You can always count on Sarluca to ask the probing question. He's going to go up to the kid in the middle of a game and say, "Hey, how tall are you?"
Tell me.
And he wholeheartedly told me he's pushing 5'6". Pushing.
He's 5'6".
Yeah.
Ask him what he was as a sophomore.
He said I was small.
Yeah.
He said I was 5'2".
Here's the give to Isaiah Johnston off on the left side.
But he's got a big leg, I'll tell you. He booms those extra points.
Yes, he does.
And as I said, he kicked the winning field goal in overtime against Manalapan, which has now turned out to be a championship kick.
After a first and long, it'll be second and long. Second and about 15 coming for Central. They are backed up inside their own 15-yard line after that penalty. Been a rough season for the Golden Eagles. Got off to a tough start against Brick Memorial in week 0, game we covered. And as we return back here, they're in line to their 5th straight loss. Here's Johnston trying to get around the edge. Great closing speed by Matt Krellin. He was the first man there to make contact. Cleaned up by Shane Murphy.
Here's a final score. Raritan 44, Colts Neck nothing. So the Rockets improved to 3-1. Not bad. RBC leads Toms of Reese 28-0. Who did Manalapan play tonight? Matt's going to check. Manalapan's up 34-0, but I couldn't see who they were playing.
Howell.
Okay.
Johnson pushed back close to the 10, so it will be 3rd down and close to 18 here for Central. Coming up on minute 15 remaining in the 3rd. Whalen from the shotgun. Eagles showing pressure. Inside carry goes to Richardson. He is dropped for a 5-yard loss. Back to the 5-yard line. 4th down and long.
Okay, we need another one of those good snaps, or we're looking at a safety here.
That was Mark Tardy, I believe, who made that stop, number 48. Well, here we go with the Central punt game, which the last couple have been okay.
Been great snaps, yes.
Yep, good snaps.
He has shortened up again, as he is right now. Good move.
Fowler, the punter, is halfway in his own end zone.
I believe the punt returner is a little bit too deep, but
standing inside is 40. This one from Fowler will squib it off to his left, picked up by Cuccia, who runs his way over to the right side. Talk about a short field to work with. It is 1st and 10 with flags coming out after the play. The original spot will put it at the 21-yard line of Central.
Little pushing and shoving going on there.
We'll check the penalty. Ball sitting right now at the Central Regional.
Yeah, they're going to go forward. It's on Central.
21.
Of course, there was some pushing and shoving instigated by the tackle. But they caught the second retaliation, so you're going to put it on the 10.5-yard line, Matt, and we're about 10, 11 yards away from getting into the mercy rule here.
Final score, Long Branch 42, Toms River South nothing. That second half was in the running clock, and it went fast.
We talked last week about Toms River South not getting that win against East. Wins are going to be hard to come by with their schedule they've got coming up. 1st and 10 from just outside the 10. Here's the pitch to Petrillo. Pressure as he tries to cut up field, cuts back and then bounces forward, gets to the 7, 3.5-yard pickup. That'll take us to the end of the third quarter. It is 28-0 Middletown South. We will step out here for 60 seconds. Return with more Ocean County football presented by Jersey Mike's at 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Jersey Mike's Ocean County football on the Shore Sports Network.
92.7 WOBM FM, Toms River.
A Town Square media station.
Jeep Adventure Days means great deals at the Jeep store in Ocean Township. No money down leasing makes it easy to take on any adventure in an award-winning 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee, the all-new Wrangler Unlimited, or the versatile Jeep Compass. They have the model and color you're looking for, or choose from New Jersey's largest selection of pre-owned Jeeps. There's great deals at Jeep Adventure Days at the Jeep store, Route 35 in Ocean Township, or thejeepstore.com. Get ready for any adventure at the Jeep store, Route 35, Ocean Township.
The sub above difference is daily, not shredded last night or baked yesterday afternoon. Good ingredients, prepped fresh every day. Because that's what daily means. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above. The sub above difference is the silver lining. Order Jersey Mike's for your game day party and rest assured that even if your team doesn't win, your mouth does. Victory is all yours. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Now back to Jersey Mike's Ocean County football
On 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Fourth quarter starting with the snap of the football. It's Middletown South who leads Central Regional 28-0. Our final block of 12 minutes has the Eagles in business yet again. 2nd and 7 from the Central 7. They can get a first down. It's Petrillo to the far sideline. Cuts back to the 5. Trying to push his way forward to a first down. He will get to the 3-yard line, it looks like, and should be a little shy of a first down. Troy Warren on the tackle.
Up at St. John Vianney, Brick Memorial has forged to the lead, 24-21. So they have the lead over St. John Vianney in a back-and-forth game up there.
Well, that's been a good one all night long.
3rd and 1 for Middletown South. Goldbaum at the fullback spot. Tight ends either direction. Goldbaum motioning. Couple shimmy steps to his left. Quarterback keep for Bray. Touchdown, Middletown South. 34-0 with the extra point coming up.
Bray's got a couple tonight. Candido's got a couple tonight.
Bray with his 2nd rushing touchdown. He's got a
passing, right?
Yep, throwing touchdown as well.
Here's Cal Drovics with the extra point.
He'll work out of the hold of Bray. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it hooks the left upright to make it 35-0. With that extra point, we have now hit that 35-point spread in the second half. It will invoke the mercy rule after this ensuing kickoff. Any team in the state of New Jersey up by 35 points in the second half. It's a running clock.
Timeouts, touchdowns, right? Scoring plays. So Middletown South has certainly put themselves in a position where next week they will visit Toms River North with a chance to clinch the American Division title all by themselves. It's funny, I think this is one of the divisions in the Shore Conference that has not lived up to what was expected. This is actually the big division based on the size of the schools and the success they've had the past 3 years. And, Manalapan is down a little bit this year. Howell is down for what they've been. Although Frio Township pulled the shocker tonight.
Here's Cal Drovics set to approach. High end over end kick. This one is fielded by Martirano, who's got some speed in front of him, spinning his way forward and then finally wrapped up at the 44-yard line. Central have good starting field position here on this drive, but so far at least tonight they've been held in check on the scoreboard. It is 35-0 Middletown South.
He's a really good athlete. I'm sure it's been frustrating for him not to be able to contribute and make the big plays that he's capable of, but just have really not been able to get guys in open space.
Enjoy watching him on the basketball court.
Yeah.
Split receiver set, Martirano and Montgomery. One either direction for Whalen. Play action, wants to throw. In the flat, he's got Richardson out of the backfield. He'll pick up 5 to the 49, and Landon Richardson limps off.
Gain of 5, so it'll be second down and 5.
Isaiah Johnston checks in at the tailback spot. Ball at the Central 49-yard line. Middletown South showing pressure. Play action. Here they come, and they get Whalen. Big sack. Running from the backside, Troy Burbank, the outside linebacker. That'll back it up 12 yards to the 37 and bring up third down and a bunch.
That was like the jailbreak, man.
Yeah, so many negative yards for Central tonight. I mean, when they total the yards, if you see some numbers on this game, they could be very easily in the negative category. You said it, Matt, a couple minutes ago. Middletown South looking for their third shutout after that opening season loss to Coatesville in Pennsylvania.
Only other game they've given points up was in a win over Manalapan. Third down now and about 18. Whalen rolling to his left. Stops, throws, catches made by Martirano, who's able to spin his way forward. Inside the 35, inside the 30. Continues his way inside the 20, down inside the 15-yard line. And Central with their best play of the night. They find Darius Martirano and a couple of missed tackles for the Eagles of Middletown South cost them. And Central, for the first time tonight, finds himself knocking on the end zone door.
I will tell you, the Eagles have, the Middletown South Eagles have substituted. There's some backups in there. Martirano did a very cute thing, and I define cute by he ran the route, and he basically pushed off the defensive back and then came back to the ball, got away with it, but then he made some great moves in the open field.
Different look for Central was going to be a 3-back set. And a timeout has been taken by Central.
Well, Central looking to get this one out of the mercy rule. Of course, if they score, goes under 35. And we go back to clock stoppage.
The clock is stopped now with a timeout.
Yeah, there's 4 ways it can stop it. Injury will stop it when you're in the mercy rule. A touchdown stops.
Coming up at the end of tonight's game, as always, the Jersey Mike's Ocean Trophies Player of the Game. Kind of tough with this one.
Yeah, we got a few candidates, right?
Yeah.
Trevor Bray has had a nice game.
I'd give it to the superintendent for the food he brought up to us.
Oh, guys, you're making me hungry.
We saved it for you.
You've got stuff up here,
I know,
Ed.
the problem, you got a microwave up there?
Yeah, be fine.
Power eye look for the first time tonight for Central. 2 backs in front of Johnston. Tight formation. Tight ends either way. Ball is to Warren, the fullback, as the first man through. falls forward for a gain of 1, brings up 2nd and 9 as we're down to 7.5 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter, and Middletown South in charge, leading 35-0.
Boy, they've had no success running the ball, Central, tonight.
They'll open it back up with Whalen out of the shotgun now. Johnston to his right. Whalen rolling left, stops, throws, looking for Martirano. Did catch it, but was out of bounds.
I think he said it hit the turf first. It's a great effort by Martirano. Third down and 9. Go ahead, Ed.
I was going to say, Kevin, I should say, just wanted to let you know David Wright pinch hit tonight.
Yeah.
Grounded to third on his first pitch that he saw in, 2.5 years, I believe.
Batting 0 for the year now.
What do you think about that, him playing?
Oh, I absolutely think they should. I think it's fine.
Tomorrow?
They have nothing to play for.
Exactly.
Split receiver set. Whalen will operate here on 3rd and 9 from the Middletown South 13-yard line. Draw play up the middle. Johnston hit behind the line of scrimmage. Good open field stop made by Matt Tardy. Johnston's towel went further than he did. As he was hit, his towel came off his waist and flipped forward about 3 yards.
By the way, guys, Brick Memorial has scored again and now lead it 30-21 with 2:40 left in that ball game.
That is a 2-score game, so they're in great shape.
Yep, over St. John Vianney.
Going to have a timeout here. We'll keep it here. You know, you mentioned David Wright. Greg Lerner and I are the 2 Met fans in attendance. And our fear is, the Mets have played pretty well since the All-Star break. They're well above 500. They actually went into tonight only 3 games back of the Phillies, who have absolutely just crashed and burned. But our concern, being Met fans and knowing the way they operate, is, hey,
good second half. We don't need to spend any money.
We played well in the second half. These are the guys who can turn things around for us next year. Say hello to the camera there, Matt.
Hi, camera.
So, knowing the Mets, they'll stand pat with this great lineup.
I think that's the way to go. I think that's the way to go.
I would love to see Wright, though, get a hit tomorrow. It'd be nice. They should throw.
Guy.
Oh, he's a good guy. Listen, they should throw him one. They used to do that in the old days.
Throw him a softball.
Just give him a softball. Let him hit one.
Let him hit.
Absolutely.
I'd be okay with that.
Listen, they have a sellout crowd probably for the first time tomorrow since opening day, and they're only there for one reason.
5:45 remaining. 4th down now and 12. Last chance here for Central to get points. Whalen, play action, throws, has Martirano open in the end zone and missed him.
Boy, he was wide open.
Yeah, it's probably the worst pass that Whalen's thrown all night. I mean, he's been on the money predominantly all night.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. When they watch the film of that one, he will hit himself on that.
Well, that keeps the clock running, and it's quickly moving. 5:15 and running. Clock does not stop on a change of possession. So did we come up with anybody, guys?
Well, there's a couple.
Bray's been involved in 3 touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 1 in the air. Candido's played great on both sides of the football.
Yeah. Tardy as well. Tardy's been very good from his linebacker spot, made a ton of tackles.
1st down and 10 now for Middletown South with that clock moving inside of 5 minutes remaining. There is a new quarterback into the game for the Eagles, Vincent Bonavita, the junior.
Bray and Candido are both juniors. Sometimes that plays into our choices.
We're gathering our votes up in the press box for the player of the game.
Got Steve Meyer right next to me holding the plaque.
We've made a choice up here, Ed.
Okay.
All right. We're going to go with, hold on.
I don't know what language you guys are doing. Is he calling a blindside block? Calling a blindside block, Lerner just did.
Lerner and I are having a nice conversation up here.
Pitch off the far side. There is a flag that was thrown right as the ball was snapped. This will back Middletown South up.
Yeah,
and after careful consideration,
go ahead.
We have decided that our Ocean Trophies, Jersey Mike's player of the game, will be Vincent Condito.
Is it Condito or Candido?
C-O-N.
Condito.
Yeah, Condito. Come on, he's one.
I know he's one of my boys.
Come on,
Condito.
I gave you a nice, easy name for you.
Yes, he is, Vinny. I call him Vinny right away.
Sure, you will. Yeah. Junior defensive tackle and fullback, and with a assist and strongly under consideration, Tardy, Bray. I thought Latour played well starting tonight at the linebacker spot. Listen, when you get a shutout, you can basically say all the guys on defense deserve a piece of it.
Be the third shutout of the year if the score holds. We are down to 3:15 and rolling. Inside give to the first man through. Middletown South has made wholesale substitutions. That last carry by Jack Prancy, number 41.
So next week, Central will travel to Manalapan, where the Braves are starting to get healthy, pile up some wins. Middletown South, of course, as we know, will go to Toms River North.
Third down now and 13. Eagles taking their time in between plays. We're down inside of 2.5 minutes to go.
Another motion.
Another procedure penalty. You've got the second string guys in from Middletown South right now. Will be a talking point, Ed, for Steve Antonucci this week. A lot of penalties for Middletown South this week.
Yeah, well, you got to throw this last few minutes out because of the backups, you know. They don't usually get a chance to step on the varsity
They still get to play. I mean,
I understand.
No excuse to have two procedure penalties in one drive.
Right. You're right.
And I think he would tell you that if they were playing a really good team tonight like this,
yeah, like we said,
you know,
they were lucky enough
they didn't
to get
bring.
by tonight.
It's not their A game.
Third down and long with those two penalties. Bonavita under center, waiting for the back judge to count. Here's the pitch, Cuccia. Hit and drop before he can make his way to the 10-yard line. Middletown South will bring the punt team on.
This is sometimes where it gets chaotic because all the starters are out and you try to get the backup punt team in.
I think Central just called a timeout.
Which helps Middletown South organize this punt team because right now it looks like they got 21 guys on the field.
Well, Central may decide to go after the punter.
Yeah.
I'd send all 11 guys. I wouldn't even put a guy back there. I'd rush all 11 and see what you can do. You know, the unfortunate thing is people will hear the score of this game afterwards and they'll probably in some cases, that Central defense. I think their defense played well tonight.
Very well.
Kind of unfair to them. They deserved a better fate than what they got. But it's a team sport. Sometimes one side of the ball picks up the other. The unfortunate thing for Central so far is that offensive side of the ball has really struggled all season long. Kaldrovics will go back to punt. Be about 4 yards back in the end zone.
Central doesn't look like they're bringing extra pressure. They've got two returners back deep. Kaldrovics waiting for the snap. Gets it. Mild pressure. Short punt. Bounces at the doesn't bounce actually. It was fielded going back behind and over the shoulder by Nick Sura.
Pretty good play by Sura.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah.
50 years. He was one of the guys going backwards to help block, and he caught it, as you said, very correctly, going backwards.
It's a pretty good catch.
I think they're going to get a late hit penalty. So that's going to move it probably close to the 20 or inside the 20.
Well, they'll get 4 plays to try and score, for sure. Personal foul. It is against Middletown South. They're going to set it right around the just inside the 15-yard line. .135 left in this one. Once they get the markers set, the referee will signal to get things rolling.
Yeah, they got the.
Here we go.
They got the first defense in there. Coaches are creatures of habit. They don't like to give up those zeros, guys.
Johnston, the deep man. Single back set off the right side. He'll get a couple. 3-yard pickup, make it 2nd and 7. Clock now down to 65 seconds remaining.
Reminder, next Friday night we'll be at Brick, Green Dragons and Rumson. Should be a good football game. Wednesday night, the Gateway Toyota Coaches Corner on 105.7 FM, and we'll be at the Office Restaurant and Lounge in Toms River doing that show from 7 to 8 p.m. Of course, you can watch everything on shoresportsnetwork.com.
2nd down and long. Whalen, 3-step drop, immediate pressure, does let it go, looking for Martirano. Threw it out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
That could be the last play unless they hustle here.
Clock is continuing to move. Half minute remaining.
They do have timeouts left.
Guy's got it.
I understand what Central's trying to do here.
Yeah, Martirano was in the corner of the end zone. Had to run about 40 yards back. He's just getting back to the huddle. This will be the last play, barring a penalty.
Exactly. Or a touchdown.
They better hurry up.
3 seconds, 2 seconds. They get it off. Flag is out. The clock is at 0. If that's an offensive penalty, the game's over.
That's going to end it.
It's over.
Yep. That'll end the game.
Middletown South goes to 4-1 of the year. They win this one with their 3rd shutout of the season. 35-0, the final score.
Teams will shake hands, and then in just a moment or two, Ed will catch up with Vincent, or as Ed calls him, Vinny Condito, our Ocean Trophies. Jersey Mike's player of the game. Scored 2 touchdowns tonight, right, Matt?
Yes.
One touchdown.
One touchdown.
Oh, you did?
One touchdown.
One
tonight.
touchdown.
Okay.
Part of the outstanding defensive effort as well.
Yeah, when you put up a 0 and this is their 3rd of the season, it's always nice to honor those not seniors, but those defensive guys.
Yeah, Central will have to continue this extremely difficult stretch at Manalapan Southern Regional. They'll get a bye week before they wrap up the regular season at St. John Vianney. Doesn't get any easier for Middletown South easier at 4-1. They'll be tested at Toms River North for the division championship. St. John Vianney, Rumson before the state playoffs, and then a Thanksgiving Day game against Middletown North.
Before, as we wait for Ed to grab Vinny, want to thank a couple of people here. Of course, Athletic Director John Scran here at Central Regional High School. Dr. P, Superintendent and waiter, Tommy Parlapanides, for taking care of us. Good man. Jerry Frulio, the voice of the Golden Eagles, up here allowing us in his press box, which we appreciate.
Should bring him an extra sweatshirt tonight.
He's got a Penn State sweatshirt on. He's trying to give me some karma for tomorrow night.
Do they play tomorrow night?
Yeah, they have a game tomorrow night.
Big one?
Maybe not as big as Notre Dame and Stanford, but it's a pretty big game.
I was so impressed with Stanford last week in Oregon. I was impressed with both teams. I stayed up and watched that game Saturday night.
Yeah, Notre Dame wins tomorrow night. You're Fighting Irish. Play nobody the rest of the year after tomorrow night.
That's okay.
No, I'm just saying you could move up and be in position to go as a fraud, go to the college football playoff. Middletown South coach Steve Antonucci is talking with his team right now, and then Ed is going to grab number 38, big Vincent Candido. We'll get a word with him.
Breaks the huddle. We'll get Vinny.
Here he comes.
I am with our Ocean Trophies player of the game, Vincent Candido. Vincent, tremendous game on both sides of the football. Tell us about it.
Thank you. Offensive-wise, we had to come out nice and clean. I mean, we made a few mistakes, but we picked up our game blocking-wise. Defensive-wise, Coach always says you got to be the hammer, not the nail, so came out pounding. A little rocky in the second half coming out, but we picked up our game and we just came out and started hitting people.
Yeah, I think you said it correctly. It wasn't really a clean game. You struggled at times offensively, but you had the perimeter game going.
Yes, yeah. We just have to be more crisp in practice and throughout the week, and we come to the game ready to go, and we'll take them.
Well, you're playing for all the marbles. You could win it outright next week with Toms River North getting beat tonight by Freehold Township. So you're playing for a championship next week.
Yeah, I know. Coach just told us we just have to be, as I said again, we have to be crisp in practice, get to our game, and then we come out next Friday, and we're just ready to hit and go score.
Hey, Ed.
So you like banging up the middle on those fullback dives, or you like play defense?
I love them both. I love getting the ball, just cracking people, but also defensive-wise, I love just getting through the line and hitting this running back or the quarterback in the backfield. It just feels great.
Go ahead, Kev.
Just ask him about that touchdown run. It was like a ping pong ball. He bounced off about 5 people.
Yeah, that touchdown run, you bounced off. It was like playing pinball in the arcade, left, right, into the end zone.
Yeah, you just got to keep your feet running. And I was going, and they were going for my leg, so I just dove over the top, reached out, and I got in.
Well, good luck next week against Toms River North, and there are a couple big games after that, non-conference games, and then in the playoff. This is a storied program at Middletown South. I'm sure you're aware of that. 10 championships, only second behind Manasquan's 12. I know you'd like to get number 11.
I'd love to. My junior year coming out, we're feeling great this year, and if we're taking Toms River North next week, we clinch the division, and then we go on SJV and then RFH, and then we're going.
Well, good luck next week. Let's get a couple pictures there, Vin.
All right, Ed, appreciate it. Good job, as always, down on the field as we wrap things up here from inside the press box at Central Regional. Kevin, I think we saw a couple things tonight. A Central Regional team which is going to have a hard time figuring out a way to get a W probably for the remaining part of the year with the schedule they have coming up. That's number one.
Yeah, certainly their offense. They have to find some kind of offensive flow. I mean, if you take away the big pass play to Darius Martirano, I'm sure they were about 50 yards of offense for the night. They've just got to find some kind of running game, get things together, and give their defense a break. Defense did I thought they did a really good job tonight.
And maybe on the Middletown South side of things, maybe not the explosive players that you've seen in the past, but a real solid fundamental team. But as Steve Antonucci, I'm sure, is going to tell his guys, you better make sure the next 3-4 weeks you bring it, because everything now is going to be pretty difficult.
They did not play championship football, their A game tonight, but they certainly played good enough. Nobody apparently got hurt tonight. They had been a bit nicked up, so they had guys playing tonight that maybe are not normally primetime players. Prime time is next Friday in the next 3 weeks, but a solid effort, good defense, and of course Middletown South has posted 3 shutouts already this year, so the D has been the story.
Good one for us next week on shoresportsnetwork.com and at 92.7 WOBM. Kevin, Edvin, Ebino will have the call for you next week as Rumson will make the trip to Brick to take on the Green Dragons, that one with divisional implications in there as well. Want to thank Vin upstairs on the camera tonight, Greg Lerner, Brad Bioscano, Steve Meyer. For Ed Saraluca, Kevin Williams, I'm Matt Harmon. Thanks to those at Central Regional as well. Appreciate you watching us. Appreciate you listening to us. Stick around on Wednesday night as well. The guys have the Wednesday night high school football show. Always a good time there as well. For more information on this game and all things high school football in the Shore Conference, download the Shore Sports Network app and follow us always at shoresportsnetwork.com. Enjoy the rest of your football weekend. Middletown South wins it tonight 35-0 over Central Regional. You've been listening to Ocean County Football, brought to you by Jersey Mike's at 92.7 WOBM and shoresportsnetwork.com.
Jersey Mike's Ocean County Football on 92.7 WOBM and Shore Sports Network was presented.
Have a good night, guys.
And powered by Toyota World of Lakewood, your Jersey Shore dealer on the border of Brick and Lakewood.
Participating sponsors were Seaview Orthopedic and Medical Associates.